The Code Cran podcast is intended for a mature audience.
We like to use naughty words.
And I heard someone say Digimon, you were funny.
Another retrospective, I smell tamers on the way.
No, that you just went past a bathroom, that's all.
Yowie wowie!
Why would you ever cheer for the Frontier kids? All they f***ing do is lose!
I mean, if it's a Leomon, it's probably gonna die.
Yeah, if Terromon is Shoutmon by the fandom's comparison, you wait till we get to Hunters. Tageru is gonna make Daisuke look like a goddamn saint.
Yeah. Crosswords is better than Tamers.
Oh shit! Meg's just the Joker leaving the hospital.
Look, I know it's going to annoy people, but Atmon is just peak fiction, and it's the best thing, like storytelling-wise, that this franchise has put out so far. Sorry, not sorry.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
Oh dear.
Stupid microphone being on the wrong setting. Alright, let me try that again. Hold on, let me try that. Hawimboe, 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 hawimboe. In the digital world, a monkey sings tonight. In the digital world, a lion sleeps tonight. Hawimboe, 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 hawimboe.
Lion dies tonight.
Mugendramon tonight. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you are watching this from. Thank you for joining in on episode 373 of the Code Crown podcast. My name is AJ, joined along, of course, by Miss Megmon.
Hi. Might sound better if you say Digi. AJ has no rhythm when it comes to these things. So.
Look, I was off the cuff, right? I was like, I've been. Look, I've been ad-libbing all day. Remember the thing with the jalapeno, the cheese and jalapeno crisp?
Yeah.
I'm on one today, so
yeah, I had to go there. I did.
welcome to.
It's all in good fun.
I can take the spoiler thing down because we don't have to worry about that with this version of the show.
No, it's all been seen.
So we are watching today episodes 46 through 48 of Digimon Adventure, the OG version, 1999. The kids have broken up because Yamato was convinced to try and just do a murder by a talking tree with a mustache.
Yeah, tree with a mustache said, "He's your rival. Go kill him." Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
Gabumon went, friendship! And turned into a murder doggo.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. So yeah, so the group's all broken up.
Mimi's upset. Mimi's in a fit of depression right now.
Yeah,
and-
Mimi's just sick of all of her friends dying, even the ones she didn't really care about.
Yeah.
Poor Chumon, who I never cared about until just now.
Yeah.
Poor Scummon, who I never cared about.
Who you were definitely disgusted by. We know you, Mimi.
Yeah. You know, so I think we're looking forward to a good set of episodes tonight.
Where did this?
They're over here. So we are, yeah. So we are like,
That's his whole character, Lady Loma.
that is his whole character.
He's just a moody little bitch. That's it.
Yeah, it's almost. But you know what? At least that's a character and a personality compared to the 2021.
Mm.
Like, what is the 2020 Yamato's personality?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, his personality is loves his little brother.
Mhm.
That is about it, though. There's nothing to him otherwise, other than he steals episodes from people.
Mm.
Oh, Sora, this is your episode. Time for my evolution. Like, do you know what? Is that who Hero learned it from? That one episode of Ghost Game that was all about Ruli, and then Hero's just like, yeah, Kano Weissmon, please, and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's who we learned it from. But I think we're in for a good few. I think we're in for a good couple of episodes tonight. But this is one of our final 4. We're like going to into like the final 3 of the show itself,
Yeah.
which is like,
And then a movie.
and then
Yeah.
it's just War Game.
Yeah.
So
Nearly there.
we're nearly there. It's kind of incredible.
Why can't 2020 be this short?
Well, yeah. So just on that, this week is going to line up. It'll be 46 to 48 of both shows. Next week it will be 49, 50, and 51 of 99, but only 49 and 50 of 2020.
Yes.
The reason for this is because, without spoiling too much, episode 50 has the word finale in its title.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fucking lie. But it is
So, yeah,
a good
no
cutoff
spoilers.
point. It is a good cutoff point for the arc that we're in before we move into like the other season tier. I don't know whatever word. Cur? No, there's a
2020 Young Hunters.
no. There is a word for the anime, like when it's like 12 episode blocks. You know, when they do that, there is a word for that, but yeah, but we still have like 17 episodes to go. But 50 is a good cutoff, and then because we'll only be doing War Game for 99, it's just easier to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a sense.
Yeah.
So especially since I think it was Lamormon that was up next at that point, would have been an epic fight with Vamnemon. Stick the beast on the vampire.
Yeah. And he had like a wolf on his side as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Sanglumon.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that would have been fun. Instead of him just like yeeting himself out the window, he could have been thrown. But he just went, nope, I'm out of here, and just ran down the side of the building.
Yeah. Alright, so let me just pull up Discord. I don't actually think we have a whole lot to cover. Even the card reveals have been kind of slow. There was a letter from the producer of the card game.
Okay.
And you know, it was just kind of thanking everybody for playing the game for the last couple of years. You know, promoting that the new app is coming, and then how happy they are to finally be able to bring Appmon into the card game.
Lovely.
So it was, yeah. Because they've been wanting to do that for a while. So I'm like, oh, that's really sweet. As far as media goes, there is a new poll. What is your favorite
Oh, the
Digimental?
Digimental, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw
so
that.
out of the, what, 8, 9, 11 Digimentals, which one is your favorite?
I mean, the pink one is the prettiest.
Yeah, I kind of like the light one.
That just reminds me too much of Digitalmon.
Fair, I suppose. Egg and feet. Yeah, I get that.
I like the Pope hat.
Mm. The Guy Fieri one is kind of a classic.
Yeah.
You know,
The next one over, can't
the
remember
long boy.
Yeah, that just reminds me of, you know, when they draw like the shark on like fighter jets or missiles or
Yeah.
something. That's what that looks like.
Yeah, actually, I see it. I see it.
And the one down the corner there, that's just
This one?
That's just the snitch from Harry Potter.
Oh God! Don't put that on. Don't put that on the Digimental of Fate.
And
Destiny.
we've got the bowling pin as well.
Yeah, and the bowling pin as well. So yeah, that's the current poll. Yeah, we went over Musimon winning previous,
Yeah.
and that's kind of it. Like there hasn't been a whole lot.
Well, considering how much there was over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, a bit of a slowdown is kind of welcome.
Yeah.
Prince Mamemon got added to New Century,
I don't like him.
and I think he looks very snazzy.
But he's just an emoji.
Yeah.
An emoji in a cloak.
But I like that he kind of has this rivalry with King Edamon. In the card game, like they're always loggerheads.
Yeah.
So I kind of dig that. So yeah, there's just not really a whole lot of news going on.
Off later.
Yeah. I got really offended actually because the official Twitter put this out for talking about Yuki. Apparently, she's actually a regular streamer as well.
Oh.
And so she's got a safe and secure metal mentality. Yuki loves to stream horror games.
Oh.
Yeah, but her live reactions get some unexpected responses.
Thinks the zombie is cute.
She thinks the zombie's cute, and then the chat is like, "You're cuter though. Shouldn't you be scared?" She's got
Super serves of
Yeah.
steel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super serves.
super serves. I don't know, serving death, serving gunshots to the zombies. I don't know.
I'd say.
I think it is. Yeah, and I don't know how that happened because S and N are nowhere near each other on the keyboard, so I don't know how that mistake happened.
Someone just went. They just made the alliteration. Is
Mm.
that alliteration?
I think that may have been what they were going for.
I mean, they accidentally did it,
Oh,
and it didn't sound wrong in their head because of the.
possibly. And then like, there's an item to your right.
Mm.
Safe and secure metal mentality. Yeah, so she
So
she
unique.
streams horror games.
Such a unique
stream.
streamer.
Yeah. Hey, such a unique. Stop stealing my words. Stop using the brain cell.
Lady Leomon, I don't think we could binge that because we have so much stuff that we need to watch as well. Because
Yeah.
we're going to start doing Yu-Gi-Oh! You want to watch a Sentai?
Yeah, so that when we're done with, I guess when we're done with 02, or I guess maybe we'll do something alongside 02 since we'll need to
Well,
space
you want
it
to do
out
the
to beat
Sentai
it.
before Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we'll work it out. Like I wasn't expecting Beat Break to be a thing, so we were trying to work out how to best tackle 02, whether we double up on them every week or we just go back to doing one show a week or we just watch something else alongside it.
Eventually, all of it.
Eventually all of it, Corvid, similar to how we're watching all of the Digimon.
Yeah, because I've watched just the OG one.
So we're gonna start with season 0, move into Duel Monsters.
Yeah, I've never seen Zero. So.
Then we'll move into Duel Monsters, Battle City, Millennium World, Then GX, 5Ds, Zale. I don't have good memories of Zale, but you know, maybe a more critical perspective will help with that. Um, you know, and then maybe into Vrains, and Arc 5, Vrains, then 7, Go Rush, whatever. You know,
Oh, I can start annoying you by Lexel, right?
No!
Just like
Don't-
X-Ross.
Don't use the dub term. Don't use the dub term. It's Zale.
Just like X-Ross.
No!
Lexel.
Not X-Ross.
Like Spike's family. What had the star in the middle of its name? That. I don't know what that was.
What?
There's something star or something. The name. Surely a star in
Or what?
asking. I
That
don't remember
does-
what it is.
That does not narrow it down.
Like it's written kind of like Spy X Family, but it's something star something, and I used to call it something star something. Remember if it was a person, or a character, or a
Oh no, that is far too vague for anime because they all have weird titly bullshit. Like Hunter x Hunter is also Hunter x Hunter. You know, stuff like that. That does not narrow it down.
yeah, no, I get that. What did
But
it
eventually all of the Yu-Gi-Oh. So we'll kind of work out how to tackle things with 02. Because I want to introduce Meg to my favorite Sentai show, Ikonin Sentai Akiba Ranger. There are 2 seasons of it, 13 episodes each, so it'll be an easy watch.
Do that alongside 02.
Yeah,
02. Yeah.
52 episodes, 52, I think. 50. No, bang on the button, 50. And then I also want to watch Dot Hack Sign. So because
we started that and we never finished it.
Yeah, because I've been playing through the original 4 Dot Hack games over on the other channel. So I'm 3 games down. I have to get into quarantine. But that will happen after Fantasian because I want to get that finished before Bravely Default HD comes out.
Yeah.
So soon, yay! So yeah, we have a lot of plans, but because Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be such an investment, and we can't do what we do with Digimon, where because they're separate, we can't watch season 0 and GX at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no point in watching any of the later seasons because they all rely on mechanics introduced in seasons prior. Or they completely rewrite the game, and I don't want to confuse Meg watching the regular version of how Yu-Gi-Oh is played versus the Rush Duel version. You know what? So there's a bit logistically to work out.
Yeah, you know.
I am still gutted I never kept a VHS with the Monster Rancher opening Oskelga.
Yeah.
And I've reached out to the TV company that used to air it, and they basically told me to go kick rocks. And I get it, like they can't just hand out licensed content for no reason. I get it. But I do wish somebody else in this country had the foresight to record it and upload it.
Remind me later, and I will.
I would even accept a old school camera in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Because all I want is the audio. I can pull the audio and lap it over the
New video.
the new video. But all I really want it for is the audio because the Monster Rancher theme song in Irish, it's fucking bitchin'.
Yeah.
It's like hearing the SpongeBob theme in Irish. You're just like, this shouldn't work, but it does.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're hearing, yeah, that's right. That does have Tiger from Monster Rancher on their thigh.
Thigh tattoo.
Yeah. If we ever do watch Monster Rancher, though, you'll look at Tiger and go, Darulumon.
Maybe I'll get a Darulumon tattoo.
They are the same character.
If I get a Darulumon tattoo, he has to be doing the what face?
They like Tiger and Darulumon are the same fucking character. I mean, physically maybe not. You know, it's more of a passing similarity. But like their whole personality and the way the episodes were named for them, it was clearly somebody kind of went,
Yay! Yay! I can see it in the face, definitely, but
and then just like,
I can see the mood.
Yeah. Right, everything about this horned wolf just reeks the mood of our drill wolf from Cross Wars. They are the same character.
Darulumon and Lugamon.
Right. Yeah, no, they are the. Thanks, Pinterest. You're not wrong. You're not what I'm looking for. But yeah, no, it is the.
Oh, is that a little figure?
Oh, this, yeah.
It's probably like this big.
1.75 inches.
Yeah.
It is tiny. Look at
It's
those.
teeny.
Those little
It's
eyes.
like them little cursed like Womans and stuff that I always find on eBay.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, you have that, baby wolf?
There we go. Because it was on when it's on the other screen, it doesn't fit into the.
Oh. That's that baby wolf.
Yay! I have Big Blue, Grey Wolves, and their babies. Nice. Yeah, Monster Rancher also does the Digimon thing, where like you will come across like what Pokemon calls shinies, but they are a whole new species.
Mm.
So it. So Monster Rancher does that as well. Like there's a pink like harpy demon looking thing called Pixie,
Right.
and she's total fan service. But like there's a whole like there's like a yellow one and a red one and a green one and they all have different names because they're all different species.
Hmm.
If we ever do watch it though, you're not gonna like Suezo.
Wait up.
Hello.
No, I hate it. I've seen that before.
I would pull up pictures. I would pull up images of Pixie to show you, but I would be afraid of what Google Images would give me.
Heard of it.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of
I wish.
there's a lot of ideas we have but you know, we haven't really decided anything yet. We want to kind of get closer to the end of 2020 before we decide on next steps. Actually, just since I have the window not showing on screen now.
Oh, you can show me. Ooh. Oh.
Now this is Pixie.
Just one of the harpy ladies.
Yeah, I did say she's
Yeah.
like but this is a rock version of her, and
Mm.
her name is Granity. But she's just a recolor.
Mm.
But instead of like
With a rock hairband.
but with and a rock like bikini instead
Mm.
of like whatever fabric, you know, that the base one is made of. So
How does she fly with stone wings?
yes. But yes, Pixie is the fan service.
I'm getting vibes there of when was it Ice Devimon has Rookie?
Oh yeah. And then there's a goth one with devil horns.
Mm.
Like, yeah, they're all just Rico. Lilim, that's it.
Lilim. Yeah. Oh, that's what Zach said back in chat.
Oh,
Someone is it Lilith or something?
there are two other variants in the show, Lilim and Poison. Yeah, one of her attacks was even a whip, totally Harpy Lady-esque. Yeah. And then there's Granity and yeah,
Oh,
so there's
Techie has to run.
Oh
Techie will be back, I assume.
no! I hope so. We'll miss you. Oh, the coffee is hitting. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, good luck. Don't die. And
Hope you make it back.
we hope you make it back. Granity was a fusion of Pixie and another monster. That's right, yeah. So yeah, you could also jog rest basically the monsters and get other monsters as a result.
You know, ew. Aside from that image, Google was actually good to you.
Oh, this one? Yeah. That's a screenshot. Yeah, and then it had this pink duck thing.
Don't open it.
Yeah, but this pink duck thing was meant to be like this shows you Pikachu. At least that's how the anime at least that's how the anime presented it. In the games, Suizo is actually the mascot. He's the one who's on all the cover arts for the video games. Yeah, so but the video games had a really cool thing on PlayStation where if you know the way you used to be able to open up the front of it to take the discs in and out.
Yeah.
In a way you could take the disc out while the game was running.
Yeah.
The video games, the original versions had a thing where you could open up the PS1, take the game disc out, put a music CD in, and it would generate a new monster for you based on the coding of that CD. I think it based it on like the ISBN of the CD or something, just whatever was written in the CD data. So when they ported it to modern consoles, not a remake, just a port.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't eject a disc from a PS5 or a Switch in the same way.
Yeah.
So they just put it in as a password thing. So if you flip your CDs over, you put in the CD's number and it does the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That image is upsetting me.
It's the big tongue hanging out is upsetting you.
Tongue hanging out of the eyeball, yes.
Okay.
The eyeball having human teeth, yes.
Okay. Alright, so shall we get to Digimon then?
Give me 2 seconds. I need to blow my nose.
Okay.
You go back and read chat.
Alright, you lovable scamps. What are y'all up to? Mochi. That's it. That's its name. Mochi. I forgot about that. I genuinely did not remember. One of the characters in the dub says 2 life forms have fused together and you have become. Granity asked why she lacked a physical mark. That is picked. Yeah, I do not remember the show all that well. I don't remember it. I don't remember those specifics. It didn't over here. It didn't like the English version. It didn't really. It didn't run as frequently as like Pokemon or Digimon did. I feel like it was kind of one of those shows that kind of aired once and that was it. So I remember watching it, but I don't remember the finer details, and I've never made a point of going back to it in my later years. So maybe that's something we'll correct.
I mean, that's what you're doing for me right now. So
Yeah. Surely the Japanese version exists somewhere. One of the CDs with Eminem. Yeah, I think any CD works. I don't think it has to be particular CDs. I think as long as you pop open your PS1 and pop a CD in, it will read and generate.
The weekly thing on Fox Kids. Well, we definitely didn't have Fox Kids
Yeah,
here.
we didn't have
had
Fox Kids here.
The Den.
The Fox Kids was like Disney Channel, and
If you
like
had a satellite
if you
dish.
had satellite dish or
Yeah.
cable
Yeah.
or whatever our equivalent to
Equivalent to
cable.
cable.
It was basically a channel you had to pay for. Oh, there was a list of CDs. Okay, so there was a database.
So you just happened to have all the CDs that needed them.
Well, yeah. Okay, so there was a database. Okay. Look, I'm happy to be, I'm happy to be corrected because again, I don't profess to be I don't profess to be all knowledgeable in this franchise. My memory is fragmented, so fair enough. Right, let's go watch the lion die, shall we?
No, I want to see the monkey.
Fair. Okay, we got to get to that episode first.
My Johnny Honey rings. Make everybody want crisps.
All right, so we're gonna get into episode 46 of Original Adventure. Loaded up from wherever you're watching. Again, as always, the episodes will not be on screen for copyright reasons. The desktop audio
It's on.
is
It's
off
off now.
and we are going to get into this episode now called Metal Edamon's Counterattack. Right. Way to spoil it. Way to spoil it, Japan. Way to spoil it.
They put him in the next time on as well.
Yeah. So,
they never do a like, oh, what monster could be coming next? You'll find out next week. No, it's listen to hear it is.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Not there. Not there.
So Pinocchio is still on the go, right?
Yeah.
He killed Doraemon.
Yeah.
And he's not dead yet.
No.
Right. And the group are all split up.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. To be fair, it was a common issue. I remember DVD spoiled several episodes by the titles.
That's the one you and
that's...
Leomon always go back to. Is Frieza defeated.
Yeah. On my Copyright Mon, let's go.
Uh-oh, we went a cappella. They're gonna get us.
Yeah.
Let's fight!
The Greymon that went back into that portal was considerably smaller than the Greymon from that battle. Oh, these are spicy.
Hot and spicy? Very nice.
Let's see, he's still alive.
Oh, you broke that one's face.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just Hadouken?
Hadouken. Beast Fist.
Legally distinct.
No. It was Kingfist or something like that. Because Leomon's is Juoken, which is
Yeah.
Beast Kingfist.
Distinct the Beast King. I mean, what? You're just imagining his brother in his glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he thinking about his brother because his brother wants to go live on an island somewhere and not be a doctor?
Yeah. Big old fiery meteor.
They're all dead.
Hi, Ogremon!
The way they silhouetted him there was actually really nice. Good animation.
Sora does not care that a meteor crashed.
How much Woodman could an Ogremon chop if an Ogremon could chop Woodman? Like 2 or 3 tops, because then he was too afraid of dying.
Why does it matter what Yamato would do? He tried to kill you.
Yeah, why does he care about what Yamato would do? You know what Yamato would do? Punch you in the face.
Kanji on his chest say strongest.
Or he'd sulk and leave you to deal with it alone. Yeah.
Maybe he's
Maybe he's
dead.
dead.
He's bleeding though.
Are they at a level now where they could actually fight him? Can Gomamon not just like produce water? Or does that work like saliva?
I do think there has to be some font for the water to come from.
Well, can't he do a water attack?
Fish attack, different.
So does he cock him on a water attack? Oh no, he does like an ice attack though.
A harpoon or a missile.
You know what other ones?
Digital blood.
In Atmon, there was blood, and then they changed it.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
No, wasn't even blood. It was digital blood.
Yeah.
No need to strain yourself. Oh, you
Oh,
can
he's
cry.
crying. He's like when Lenny is really upset in The Simpsons, but he's after getting his teeth done. Or he's after getting his smile done.
So Joe used a phrase that means tears in the demon's eye, but the subs translated it as crocodile tears for simplicity.
Mm. Did you hear me
And I was trying to pay attention to the translator note.
there?
So kind of.
Ogremon crying. It looks like when Lenny is upset, but he's after getting his smile done. And
Oh.
this is the worst day of my life. He has a big smile. Is it Ogremon in this or in 2020? That's the traitor. It's 2020, isn't it?
Yeah. No, Lenny from The Simpsons, Devin. Hammer versus Hammer.
Bullets versus hammer. Or hit a lighter with a hammer? Same thing.
He's here!
George of the jungle, watch out for that tree.
I like that his body actually clangs.
Yeah, he's clapping and he actually sounds like he's made a tin.
Yeah. That's a really good attention to detail.
Oh no. Oh,
Hmm?
oh no.
What?
He's hot.
Oh, Digimon, baby!
So if the other one is a guy in a suit, this one a guy in a suit of armor?
Or carbonite. So, the dub version of this, he actually sings the whole thing.
Ah. Oh, why didn't they do it for this? That would make sense.
I'll show you the dub version of this later.
Mm. Oh, okay. I mean, it is a kids show.
Yeah.
I'm just glad he didn't get him in the middle. It would have been much worse than when the fire attack happened. Oh, the angry house. Why did he have to hand him his device? He has his own. Royal nuts. That's a lot of nuts. Are these two gonna just turn around and go, "Oh, do what you want. I don't want to get involved." That's what they did when he was on his way out.
Come on, you're better than this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, banana slip was great. Although it was barely out of his hand when Puppetmon fell. I'm like, how did it even get there that fast?
What I love about that attack is just the confidence he delivers it.
Yeah.
Like, banana. Slip.
Mm.
Like, just the oozing confidence of throwing that attack is.
Mm. You probably shouldn't yell that.
Why are the kids copying the verbal tick of the fur birdie? Why are they copying the his
Hikari is a
verbal
bully.
tick? No, Takaru is a bully.
Tucker is also a bully. They're 4-year-olds. 4-year-olds are dickheads. You've met my niece.
Yeah, they're all doing it.
Heart attack is silent but deadly. How did he even get in there?
Yes.
They're all bullies.
Another
gun.
guns.
I mean, they're all dead. Those bullets hit them. You saw that, right?
At least Darumon has kind of like self-awareness. Just a bomb.
Like some coffee?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put this stuff. Yeah. I mean, he just wants to beat Leomon, not kill him. Mimi doesn't seem to understand the difference between having a punch out and then going for a pint afterwards versus just murdering a dude.
Because they murder everyone they meet.
That is fair.
Quite tasty.
They have crap aim.
Mm-hmm.
Who taught them to shoot? Stormtroopers?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. He's so happy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they gave him a real derp face, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll be better in the next one, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a very lackluster
Ending?
intro for him.
Oh, yeah. He just jumps in, no fanfare, no. Kind of comes out the shadows and just stands there.
Yeah, it's a bit lackluster.
What a weird lyric in English. What gives moisture to my throat is your smile. I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
like,
something.
I get what it's going for, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure it sounds better in the Japanese. Like it's some kind of play on words or something. Not play on words, you know what I mean.
yeah, the American Biscoff is it's an interesting mix. I would like more.
It needs a bit more Biscoff in it.
Mm.
Definitely. But I can taste it. You never get over Zudermon's face. It looks like his snout is really long.
Oh yeah, the house comes alive. I forgot about that.
But it has a stupid haircut.
Yeah.
Told you it's alive.
Oh, see, he looks better there.
Yeah.
But his initial, like when he jumped over the hedge or whatever, his face was very derpy.
Yeah. One of those. I'll go back and finish this later.
Yeah, the drawing wasn't quite complete. Um, so
Overall, this episode overall was kind of lackluster.
it wasn't great.
Yeah, like Edamon was good. Probably the best part.
Yeah,
Daichi was being a bit weird. Guess he's just questioning everything. Now he's taking care of the two babies.
yeah, he's kind of trying to be a bit more. We hear the song decently well on stream. Well, if we're singing over it, it's gonna come through, but that will be easier to edit out than a whole ass episode.
Yeah.
At least the whole episode isn't just playing. The song will be easier to edit out using YouTube's tools. Um, like it was kind of it feels like this is an episode that really tells you we're at the end of the show. Because it feels like they've broken the kids up, but they're trying to like. This feels like it's like 3 different episodes at once.
Yeah. Like these are all the paths we're all gonna, we're mingling these paths, and this is the way they're gonna go.
Yeah. Also, if Pinocchimon and Metalletamon were fighting where they were fighting, Pinocchimon was able to just go home. And that means the other group hasn't gotten that far away since the end of the last episode.
Yeah. They didn't go very far at all. Oh. Edamon is just like swinging around there. But they're all still very much within the same vicinity except for Yamato.
Yeah.
Who's probably not that far away either.
No. Tentamon, a meteor just crashed, Sora. And
Shut up about the meteor.
yeah, let's move it. Like, like what the hell,
The
Sora?
earth just shook. He told us why, and she's like, "Oh, just get over it." Yeah, that was a weird dialogue choice.
Like I'm delighted to see Edamon back. I love Edamon. Edamon's a G. But God, they made him. Maybe it's by design, but he seems a lot more erratic than before.
So more calm. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Like
he's
telling the story, I feel like you said, it is a song in the dub. I feel like he would have had a whole stage show for that. Just magically. So he's not as over the top. Maybe he needs his minions for that. Maybe they're going a bit realistic with it.
okay. Hold on. So I just speaking of, I'm gonna pull up a quick clip of the dub for Meg. So.
I mean, when he first swung in as well, they didn't really give him good animation. They didn't animate him at all until he jumped.
Get digi with it.
Oh, his hands aren't metal.
No, and that's a really it's a real fun attention to detail that the Japanese version has, where when he claps his hands in that scene, because he's metal, it's
It's like clang, clang,
clang 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 rather than just.
That's right. He did have a stage show. Sorry, I forgot that because he had the other band behind him.
Yeah. So here we go. You can hear the amp tuning up, which is good.
Mm. No, there's something not as flashy about him though.
No, that's I don't know. I do think the song has a bit more of a narm charm to it than him just talking into like a. The mic doesn't sound like it's been tuned,
Mm.
so so you're hearing the feedback of the mic as he's talking into it, and I'm kinda like, ah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something like Desmond had to point out that there was a stage show because I immediately forgot that
Mm.
because it was so static and I don't know,
Yeah, but I
not
think he
as
might have,
memorable as him.
but I think he might have remembered it more if he was actually singing as opposed to just
Yeah,
telling a story into a
it
scratchy microphone.
also felt more like that stage part was in his head.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whereas I mean, like he had an actual. Like, he
Oh,
had
you
his-
mean something like that everyone, like that the others could actually see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like if he like literally had a stage just erected there and
yeah.
you know, just
Okay, I get
because
what-
he was. I just feel like he was more ridiculous when he had stuff.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, like when he was driving around in his like trailer with his face on it, and then opened up, and that would become a sound stage for him, and
Yeah.
things like that. It is very memorable imagery
Mm.
compared to him imagining he's performing with other hymns.
Yeah.
I get that. No, I do. I get that.
That's the Edamon 5.
Was that do you know what?
They
If-
weren't different colors.
They weren't, but if you were to remake this today, I think they would be. I feel like you have a very good opportunity there to, like, if you were to just rerun the show in like Blu-ray quality.
Mm.
You have a very good opportunity there to go in and recolor them so that they
Yeah.
are the Edamon 5, just as a kind of a wink and a nod, if you know,
Yeah.
you know, kind of thing.
Mm.
Because it doesn't really, it wouldn't affect the episode or the content.
No, but it would be a fun little Easter egg.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But like otherwise the episode was just kind of it was serviceable,
Mm.
but you didn't miss anything if you didn't like Edamon's back. Okay.
Mm.
Outside of that, you didn't miss anything if you didn't watch the episode.
Yeah, like Ogremon running away from things for the
It
start
was
of it.
Ogremon as well. Yeah, and then Mimi healing him, and then the sort of Ogremon becoming friends with them because Mimi and Joe patched him up. Okay. And maybe it's just
But-
because it's such a slower episode compared to how kind of like just like I don't want to say emotional, but the last 3 episodes were very charged.
Yeah.
Like between like Juraimon and Yamato having their conversation, Yamato and Taichi having their punch up,
Mm.
the whole thing with Pinocchimon pulling a gun on Takaru, and
Yeah.
you know, the last 3 episodes were very charged, and maybe it is just a case that
Waymon
this
getting
is-
shot in the face.
yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it is just that this episode is kind of a bit more chilled out. It's kind of a reset to kind of take the edge off before we
Yeah.
start building. Maybe that's why it just doesn't feel it has the right amount of oomph behind it.
Yeah, it doesn't have. It feels like it doesn't have any direction. Just like
It's
You know,
almost
they've-
filler.
yeah,
Like, it's not
they've-
because characters come back or are reintroduced in some fashion.
it's like the start of 3 different
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah, like I feel like we should almost be getting an episode with Joe and Mimi off on adventure. or with Mimi and Joe and Ogremon off on something.
Mm.
You know, Metal Edamon, but he's fighting Joe and Mimi.
Yeah.
You know, and Ogremon, but
then he swings into the next episode because he comes to the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I know the episode wasn't really written with forethought in mind, but the tri-stage play feels even weirder now. Because Edamon had this whole obsession, like this deep-rooted, I physically love you attachment to Taichi because he was the one that beat him.
Yeah.
But he just came back.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense unless this episode doesn't happen and you just go from 99 to try without seeing Edamon ever again.
Yeah.
Like, I know that, like, again...
Yeah, does Metal Edamon get defeated?
Spoilers.
That I can't remember. But if he does, it kind of works, but
otherwise, no.
But then why does he go back to regular Edamon?
Yeah. Desmond says, I love the banter in the dub with Puppetmon and Lenmon.
Watch more of that then.
Yeah, I just didn't want to play the whole clip because it's like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, well, I do still want to go back and watch.
Oh, the episode in the house.
The guns.
I
I
want
want
to
to see how the guns are edited out.
Puppetmon's lack of gun control.
Yeah. I want to see how they edited that. So maybe go back. I'd assume that.
I'll be on the same
this
disc.
episode will be on the same disc. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I was just talking about that on.
Oh, right. Cool. So if you were to score this episode then out of 5, what would you give it?
I'm struggling with that.
I'm
like it introduced Metal Edamon and Saber Leomon. Brought back Ogremon. Ogremon is friend. Ogremon is also confused. Well, it's more Mimi is confused. Why would you fight if you kill him? Don't say that.
Yeah. I just want to defeat him so we can cheer, so we know, because we'll know who's the strongest.
What'll happen after that? Clearly they're gonna fight again because the other one still thinks he's the strongest.
Yeah, well, they'll go for pints.
Yeah. Mimi hasn't seen Saber still.
No.
I feel bad giving it anything lower than a 3 because
Like,
I forgot he's hot.
like I'm leaning toward a 3, but it is a low 3.
Like a 3 point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or very close to just slightly above a 2 point. But we don't do 2.9.
No. It's just there's a lot happening, and I think that also has an element of it that the Taichi stuff slows down the pace of the episode.
It does.
The Taichi breaking the whole Taichi drama of like, oh, will we go to the mansion? Will we not? You know, arguing, kind of debating with everyone. Sora having some weird moments of, oh, well, I guess what you say goes, and then kind of getting over that. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's some weird moments.
They're trying to write extra
conflict
into it where it's not needed.
Yeah. And it does kind of drag the pace of the episode down. And I think that's why I'm kind of
like, had they just run into the house with the other two and got the cannon and all that, but no, they had to stop. And
I feel like you just make that another episode. Like, I feel like if you really want to give the idea that these kids are separated, don't keep cutting back to them.
Yeah, especially showing how close they all are. Like,
right.
At least if it's split into 2 episodes, you won't remember so much that they are so close together.
Yeah.
And you're like, why can't they hear them from where they are? You know?
Yeah, but like, this is a show that knows it only has 8 episodes left after this, so it's trying
Mm.
to cram. So is it like 2 or 3 episodes worth of content into one?
Mm.
Like-
I feel like had Edamon not come back in the same episode, Saber Leomon's entrance might have been a bit more. Wow, look at him! But they just kind of flung him in there at the end and then
Yeah,
cut
it's such
cut
a-
away straight away.
Yeah, and that's kind of it's that's not great, because it does kind of like just dilute the it. I get what they were going for. They were going for what's referred to as a big damn heroes moment,
Mm.
where like where a hero character just like bursts through a wall or appears on the scene at the last minute to make the save and blah blah blah.
Mm.
It's he just kind of his silhouette pops up and you hear a growl and he just kind of he does it like a bunny hop over a hedge and the episode ends.
Yeah,
You don't
if
really
he
have
did
enough-
anything else, had he come out of there and then did a roar or
Yeah,
something.
instead of just standing there with his derp face,
Yeah.
like if he'd leapt over the ledge and then let out some sort of roar and then you got the to be continued,
Mm.
that might at least give you some sort of like you might get a chill or a shiver or like a
Mm.
oh that's fun, who's
Mm.
this person, you know, if you don't already know.
Yeah.
Which I think magazines and stuff had spoiled it by then. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
There was a magazine I used to collect back in the day, Beckett's Digimon Collector,
Okay.
and the magazine would get all the Digimon news from Japan, and it would have like it would almost act like a TV guide,
Mm.
almost, where it was like, in these episodes this was happened.
Mm.
So I kind of knew what was coming because it was using the Japanese episodes as reference.
Yeah.
But even if you couldn't piece together that the big lion character, and Ogremon's been talking about Leomon all episode,
Mm.
and when he arrived on scene, Ogremon's face lights up.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking Christmas.
Friend.
Yeah. So Ogremon's face just lights up.
Mm.
But I think if he'd let out like a roar, like you hear, like if you get the low growl, like,
Mm.
and then he reveals himself as "Rah!" and then you end the episode.
Mm.
I think that's a lot more impactful.
Yeah. They did him dirty.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it's a 3, but it's a low 3.
Yeah. Same.
Uh,
You can just copy paste that.
Yeah.
We all knew that was going to be the answer.
of course.
Wasn't going to be Saber Leomon. He just jumped out of a hedge.
Yeah, like he
Uh,
wasn't in the episode long enough for like to really again have any impact.
Ogremon just got hurt and talked a lot.
Yeah. And it was nice to see someone who started the show off as like, I work for the villain, I'm here to kill you,
Mm.
kind of open up, because he's been on his own now for so long, and
Mm.
you know he's clearly been fending for himself against all the Woodmon, and
Yeah.
you know you're seeing what he's like post Devimon and the world having gone to shit.
Yeah, and also, they know he was evil at one stage.
Yeah, but Mimi's still like, no, we're gonna help him. He's hurt. Like he's just bleeding. He's got a crimson mask, and you know, and his arms all bruised up from the fall, and it's.
It might as well have happened off screen.
Yeah, he might as well have, for all the. It's like they tried to have this cliffhanger, and they just botched it. Yeah, so like even like
Oh, does Desmond mean the evolution?
oh the
happened off
evolution
screen?
happened. Yeah, well, but like we're going to learn about this now in the episode coming up.
Yeah.
But do you know what might have even been better? Don't show him off, but you do a bit where like Metal Edamon is closing in for the kill,
Mm.
and then you just hear, and then it's a wait, what? And then at the start of the next episode, you follow that scene up and you do the intro and the raw, and then it's like, oh,
They could do even an
you start the
obscured.
episode off strong, like.
They could do some kind of obscured shadow, so like Leomon himself.
Yeah. And then, but then the
And when he
reveal
bursts
is
out,
the
it's a
next
different one. Yeah.
Although the next time on, it's spoiling anyway because this show can't help itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. Desmond says I didn't know it was a mega level back then. Yeah, same. Again, because I was working off a magazine that was using the Japanese, I think there was a lot of it where it's like because Ultimate and Mega, the switcheroo there, but also the idea that anybody but Agumon and Gabumon could warp evolve was just something that like little AJ brain just went no. What? So,
Here for me because I know my little AJ.
stop.
No.
Stop. They were a heathen.
They were cute.
They were a heathen.
They were adorable.
Stop that.
No. Still adorable.
I never put the on-air thing up.
Ah, crap.
And I'm gonna need a post-it note on this screen to remind me.
Mm.
Anyway, we're gonna get into episode 47 now. O wind, O light, Saber Leomon.
Oh, Saber Leon.
Right. I'm sure it's a reference to something.
Mm.
Anyway, we're gonna kick off episode 47 now. So line it up and join us.
Lying it up.
3, 2, 1, and go.
No, Desmond, it never happened.
It's a figment of your imagination, Desmond.
It's in episode 46.
Also,
The animation on his butt.
no. When the fart happens, it actually sounds like it's coming out of a metal pipe. So that's another like attention to detail, focusing on the fact that like this guy is just made of metal now.
Mm.
He looks fierce there. Wow. Oh, this village is screwed. Hey, the diner. The place where they made you a slave. Best Mon in the franchise. That's not Stingmon.
Veins in his wrist.
I was like, no, you heal up, then we fight.
From afar, he kind of looks like a rabbit.
Who?
Leomon. Just look at his face and ears.
Okay. You're getting bunny vibes? Okay. I'll take a look. Yeah, okay. Neither is Belzebumon. Well, nobody mentioned him. I'm suing you for breaking and entering.
You just said heart at the end of a sentence.
Uh-huh. Tailmon can speak in emoji or emoticons.
Adam?
I hope not. I don't need Tailmon ar-aring.
Oh no, not the veggies.
Red Rajimon!
Why do they look so weird? Are they like evolved or something? Or is that just what the red one looks like?
Oh, it doesn't say Vajimon.
Ah, it did before.
It did, yeah.
See what I mean?
Oh. I see when you get, yeah, like if you take the main away, is the, yeah, I see where you get, yeah, I see where you're getting
He's a
at.
bunny.
Yeah, he's a bunny.
I should have brought up a third.
Yeah, Mimi, you were not taking on Piemon with a fucking cactus. Yeah, so you could fight Devimon. That was, you told them that, Ogremon. The purpose of them being on File Island was to fight Devimon.
them veggies.
Holy shit, random
Okay.
Digimon appearance I forgot about. I forgot he's in this episode.
Mm. You sent vegetables after things with giant amounts of fire. What did you expect?
Okay, now I'm imagining the Dark Masters watching Devimon Arc unfold and waiting for their big reveal. I mean, that's basically what they were doing when they were introduced. Piemon watching everything with that big telescope.
Yeah.
And we don't know where they were hiding after the whole Daigo and Maki gang. I mean, he's not a Dramon, so... He's not a Draymon, so... Good luck with that.
I'm so powerful, except for when there's puppet strings.
Hey! Fan service! They didn't think to just go straight to perfect beforehand?
Nope. Because stock footage.
That is one area I will give 2020 credit for. They kind of just go to like the nearest available form. More often than not, you know.
They go to the form that's needed instead of the one that's weaker than what they need.
Yeah.
You're grounded.
Yeah.
I think you could have had an ally there, but no, you killed him. They have friends. You have friends, but I have a house.
The millennials' worst enemy, home ownership. Pokemon is doing better than most people. And his house is a robot. What do you think a mansion goes for in the digital world? What do you think the mortgage on a place like that is?
I think it was just there and he found it and walked straight in and went, "This is mine."
Yeah, that's probably about right. Oh, I'm not saying there's any shame in it. I'm saying he's doing better than people.
He must be Gen X. Muscles. His knees are a bit skinny, but that's okay. Who would win? Metal Edamon with the #1 punch or Eri with the Big Bang punch?
or Suguru with the bringing a fountain punch.
Masaru with the punching a spear.
Yeah. Oh, great! Infinity Arrow is about as useful as
He just hit him in the face with his butt.
So Infinity Arrow is just as useful as a needle spray or chicka chicka bang bang.
Sorry, I just got creeped out by him crunching his knuckles.
If he crunches his knuckles, is it like that thing in Deadpool when like Colossus gets his fist crunched like by Juggernaut?
I
Is
guess.
that how that works?
Whoa. Saber.
Yeah, their pronunciation of saber is saber.
I guess because it would be xia, like kind of like when they say like super.
Yeah.
It'd be saber, I guess. Yeah. How did you get the same metal I have? Oh.
Yeah, so the obsession with Tai Chi makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not the one who took him out. Wouldn't it make more sense to pick the children up instead of trying to stop his finger and foot?
Oh.
Oh gosh. Little snatched waist there on Digimon. Did you have to kill him though? He'll slow me down. Okay, let him just leave him there.
You punched. You tried to do the same thing like 2 episodes ago, Yamato.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hypocrite.
Ooh. I hope Garamon and
And
Floramon
Floramon
were still inside that house.
So yeah, he was not gone at all.
No. Does Yamato not want to help his brother escape? No? What?
He was using it as bandages.
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
He forgot he cared. Am I the only one salty Edamon didn't show up and try? He does. The try stage play. It's canon. It's between parts 3 and 4. No, 2 and 3. if I recall correctly. Oh, poor
Aw.
Ogremon. So what I want to know is if the Village of Beginnings doesn't exist on Spiral Mountain, because remember it's just as totaled as the rest of the city.
Mm.
Where does that data go?
Mm.
Oh, okay, maybe they'll address it. Village of Beginnings is dead.
Guess that data's just floating around until there's somewhere to go.
I guess. Just in the ether until it can be reformatted.
Final Fantasy with the green stuff
Oh,
floating around.
yeah. The live stream.
That's the one. Everyone's eyes are really far apart in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Mimi.
Yeah, maybe in the fisheye lens here.
Yeah. That was not her most flattering.
No.
His verbal tick is Gecko. Why is it subbed as Ribbit?
I assume he's a frog.
Well, that's the end of the episode. Just lower it down so it doesn't come
Yeah.
But
I don't mean this to come out the way it's going to come out. but
okay.
Leomon dying was the best part of that episode, as in it was the only part I really gave a shit about.
Yeah. It's the only part that was kind of like it wasn't a meme back then.
Yeah.
So it was kind of shocking that they brought him in just to kind of kill him off.
Yeah.
But it is the best part of the episode for that very reason. It's really the only part of the episode that there's any investment in.
Yeah, because like
I did not care about the others fighting a house.
no, like Edamon, you figured they were gonna defeat him anyway.
Yeah.
He's a comedy villain at the end of the day.
Yeah. And throwing pointed steel against, basically a steel plate.
Yeah.
It was a good way to do it.
Mm.
And then have Saber finish him off.
Yeah, but if he did die or if he didn't, that I don't know. There was I'm not sad for Metal.
No. No,
But,
I prefer.
But if he just ran away and didn't come back, I wouldn't question that either.
No, I do prefer Edamon over Metal Edamon, at least in this show.
Yes, visually,
Oh, Hikari's anime sickness is next episode.
Hmm.
We get to see Taichi's mom slap the shit out of him.
Nobody likes
Aw.
Taichi. But
Orders to bomb. Mugendramon. What an episode title. Orders to bomb.
orders to bomb. Yeah. That sounds like you were bombing the orders.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like we have our orders to attack.
Yeah, we have orders. There are orders to bomb.
Yeah.
We are bombing the orders.
So it's like if it was going to be anybody's fault, it had to be Mimi's.
See, she's in this big depression arc about people not die and not wanting to fight because everyone dies.
Yeah.
So this obviously had to snap her out of that.
This had to show her that, look, like Palmon was saying, where if people are going to die anyway,
I'd rather fight.
yeah,
Yeah.
at least try and save them rather than not help at all.
Mm.
So we had to come to that conclusion. So once again, a Leomon death serving a greater purpose for the characters surrounding him. You know, like we had our big discussion the other day about how important it is in team.
Mm.
You know, Bancho Leomon in Savers is kind of important for Masaru's character development. You know, so try, it's just references.
Mm.
Like that's all it is in try. It's just haha references. But like for the anime important ones, like Saber Leomon's is very important now for Mimi's character development.
Yeah. And Ogremon.
And Ogremon
because
as well.
he wants him to come back.
Yeah, he wants his
So.
rival back. I did like that bit where like Ogremon was like, "I'm a fight," and Leomon's just like, "No, heal first."
Yeah.
He just
Sit down.
yeah, heal first, then we'll fight. Like, that was fun.
But that's a very honorable thing as well. Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
of
fight you at your like when you're weak.
Yeah,
You know. That's not. That's like shooting someone in the back of the head instead of, fighting them to their face.
yeah. Also, Ogremon doesn't strike me when it comes to Leomon as being a very I can fight you with one hand tied behind my back kind of person.
Mm.
So, yeah.
I'm getting visions of just from that sentence of Doraemon like being the Mufasa in the sky to Puppetmon. Pinocchimon.
The dub did that.
Yeah.
You know the way in the end here where he's dying and the voice is slowing down and it's like, hey, what was I missing?
Yeah.
The dub actually pipes in Cherrymon's voice
Yeah.
and you just hear friends and then Puppetmon explodes. It's so the dub, like the Mufasa only had to die once. Yeah.
I don't know, if you go by that new movie, he nearly drowns at the start of that too.
Yeah.
At the start of his life. I
Yeah, that
suppose.
new movie is awful. So like it was important. It had to be done, and if it was to help, if it was how we helped Mimi understand that doing something is still better than doing nothing if you're going to achieve the same result.
Mm.
Um,
Like if Palmon didn't evolve at all, right? Like had Lilymon been evolved there, maybe she could have taken that hit.
yeah,
Or pulled Mimi out of the way or something.
yeah.
But yeah, maybe impressions.
I totally forgot Angemon was in that episode.
Yeah, they just threw him in there all willy nilly. Like,
'Cause, like,
nothing special.
Because I know he turns up for like the fight against Mugendramon,
Mm.
but I totally forgot he was in this episode with the looking down on Puppetmon with the "you're grounded" sort of energy coming from the
Yeah,
two
that
angels.
was so funny. Like there were his parents going, "What did you do?"
Yeah.
I got a call from the school today.
That white lion felt like a Kimbo reference. Yeah, I've seen a
Wouldn't
lot of
say
people.
so, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that it's kind of Disney having their cake and eating it too.
Yeah, although apparently it's been proven that they're not based on it.
By Disney.
I don't know.
If it's been proven by Disney, I will take that with a grain of salt.
Mm.
Oh no, maybe they would probably never come out and admit it. Too much of a PR issue if you acknowledge it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like a legal. You can't be legally distinct if you're actively talking about the thing you're accused of plagiarizing. Oh,
remember, she is a child.
What?
Annoyed me. It took 2 deaths caused by her for the lesson to sing.
Yeah, because child in war. You have to remember these kids are soldiers. They've been chosen by not quite the digital world's god, but something very close to it, to be child soldiers to fight the world's battles for it. So
Let's be fair, Chumon wasn't important.
no.
He wasn't important enough for that
He
lesson to kick
leaped
in.
into the knife. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Chumon wasn't murdered in cold blood. He jumped chest first into the knife.
Yeah.
It was technically suicide. Self-deletion.
He could have jumped up and kicked it. No, he just went, yeah, take me.
Because Yggdrasil wasn't a thing back then. Oh yeah, of course. It's all retcon now thanks to Try. But still, you know.
Point is, they have been drafted into a war that is not theirs.
Exactly.
And they are...
Chumon. Yeah, Piemon threw that little knife and Chumon went, ciao. Woo!
But yeah, they're definitely not important enough
That's
as
not
a
a
character to instill any confidence in Mimi to fight.
maybe it's because of how, like, I understand, like, if that episode didn't spend 90% of its time on stock footage, I might have cared more.
Yeah.
But there is something about Chumon and Picklemon dying that I just did not care about.
I mean, you don't, like...
We got, like, one episode with Picklemon. It was
Yeah.
not enough time to, like, care about him as a character.
No, and then just with this, like, with him coming back, and then he just, you know, he dies off screen.
Yeah.
You don't see it, the kids don't see it, they just... And then
You just see the
Hikari, who
explosion.
doesn't even know who he is, it's just like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it's not even played up in a way for you to even want to care about it.
No, it's just kind of like, hey, remember this character? Boom, gone.
Mm.
I think they should have had Mimi's fighting his bad phase earlier in the series. To me, it would have been better placed when they were beginning to get used to fighting in the digital world. Oh yeah, I totally
like
agree.
maybe
A
after
lot of
one or
this comes out of
two-
nowhere for the kids.
Yeah, like maybe after one or two of them died, or like their friends or whatever died,
Yeah.
that's when you do it. Not now at the end when she's well used to it happening.
Could the show have done something early on where, like, somebody close to the group gets, because Mimi wasn't there for Pumpkinmon and Gatsumon getting killed off, right?
Mm.
So maybe Mimi makes friends with a Digimon and Vamdemon kills it, right?
Mm.
And you kind of have this, and then all the stress then of, like, the Bakemon kidnapping all the parents, and the show never did anything to show any of this weighing down on the characters
Until now.
until suddenly they weren't winning anymore, and then everybody dying was a problem.
Yeah. Like, because they could have done a whole thing right before they go back. So Vamdemon killed whoever it was.
Yeah.
They get back to the real world, and Mimi is like, thank God we're out of it. No one has to die here in the real world. But
Yeah.
then it starts affecting more. And then that's what, you know, it goes after her parents. That's what inspires her to
Yeah.
get back into it. But
there's no build up to this. It's just like, it's almost like the shock of being thrown into the world being completely obliterated, and then just having Picklemon, Chewmon, learning that Scummon is dead. You know, all of it so much at once.
Scummon was an accident. But
What? Yeah, true. You're not wrong. But I feel like what they were going for is just that there's just such an overwhelming, like, the world is all mixed up. This area is dead. This doesn't exist anymore. There's 4 mega levels out to kill us. You know,
like, it does feel hopeless for them, but it felt hopeless before when you had less levels than like the Vandemons
Yeah,
or whatever.
Mimi been like, oh, why couldn't we fight the Dark Masters first? Yeah, but Togemon is useless as it is.
Yeah.
But you have Togemon fight Paimon, and let's see how that works out for you.
Togemon versus Mugendramon.
Yeah.
That's gonna go well.
You know, and like Saber Leomon's Needle Rain was about as useful as Needle Spray. So Togemon, you take your prickly bang bang and your punches to Paimon, and let's see how that works out for you. I think it would have been but I do think it would have been nice if there was sort of foreshadowing that this was weighing down on Mimi. Because otherwise it does just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like even everyone getting mad at Taichi for being kind of like, no guys, we have to keep moving, otherwise they will find and murder us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're so insensitive. Why not let us grieve? Because we don't have time to grieve. 4 mega levels are chasing us. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Only 2 of us can reach mega. I don't know what you slackers are doing, but only 2 of us can reach mega level right now. There's 4 of them. We gotta go. Oh, you're so insensitive, Taichi. I'm gonna listen to a talking tree and beat the shit out of you and try to kill you as payback for actually doing the right thing in this situation.
Yeah. Let's get out of here and hide instead of crying out in the open.
Yeah. Grieve while you're hiding, but we need to get out of here where we're in the middle of where we're just open.
Yeah.
Taichi did nothing wrong.
In that part, no.
No. But it does just kind of come out of nowhere otherwise, because there's no, like, even, and again, I think what they tried to do was the stress of it all happening, so bang, 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 one after the other.
Like, I feel like these kids haven't slept.
Yeah,
since
exactly.
they got back.
I don't feel like they've slept since they defeated Vandemon, because they were probably up all night. This isn't like Tamers where they conveniently got to go all halfway across the country and nap before going into battle, because the Mother Reaper was just like, no, wait.
Yeah, they got all evacuated and stuff and went and
I don't
had a big family dinner or something, didn't they?
Yeah. Like, I don't think these kids have slept since they actually. I don't think they've actually slept since they went to free their parents from the convention center. So if you
because they immediately got sucked up into the rainbow.
Yeah, because they freed the parents from the convention center. Then there was the fight with Vandemon. Then there's the fight with Venom Vandemon. Then you get sucked up into the rainbow. Then you're running for your life from the Dark Masters. Then there's Metal Seedramon. Then you've Puppetmon. Now everyone's broken up. We're continuing on. It's just, I think what they tried to do was just the stress of it all, but they haven't told that story well enough.
No, it just kind of comes out of nowhere because they're their normal selves until they're not.
Yeah. We're not seeing the exhaustion in them.
Yeah, like even when they're like, trying to grieve or whatever.
Yeah.
They're not like, we haven't slept in days. We haven't,
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I
need a shower. I need food.
Like, look how much Mimi wanted to shower originally.
Right.
Where did that go?
They haven't sat at a campfire and just kind of had a minute to breathe. It's just been go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin Digi-Rangers. Wait, that's Frontier. But they just have not told that element of it in any sense. And I feel like even if an attempt was made, even if it wasn't good, I wouldn't be as irked by it. Because without telling that story, everybody's sudden mood shifts just feel like, we need tension.
Yeah.
So let's have the kids argue for a change.
Yeah, even when, like, I know Taichi and Sora weren't arguing in that moment, but it was really like they were trying to just force it in there as well.
Yeah. Like
these guys are together, the others have separated, now they're gonna argue.
Yeah.
because
It's
they have
like
no one else to argue
there's
with.
almost an element of like she's starting to doubt his leadership, where she never did before. But he's more worried about Takaru now because Yamato isn't there, even though he's been a perfectly good big brother to him this whole time and treated him like a man, as opposed to, you know, a 4-year-old. Even Takaru's like, you're gonna start treating me like a kid now? You? Like, I do kind of appreciate that Takaru calls him out on it.
Yeah.
Because Taichi always treated him as an equal before this.
And now he's like, oh no, I have the 2 babies.
Yeah.
We gotta protect the babies, who can clearly defend themselves. They have
With their
angels.
they're fucking holy angels behind them, yeah. They could probably one-shot all of this if they really wanted to. It's a very weird arc that we're in. I kind of hate, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate that we made such a big deal about them all like going their separate ways, and it turns out this whole time they've only been 5 minutes from each other.
Yeah. They've had no time to get away from each other.
No.
And now they're just
And
facing-
Yamato, what did Yamato do? Did Yamato walk off?
and then just
Hear
stay close?
commotion.
Did he stay close to keep an eye on Takaru? Because that, if they put that in, that would make sense why he's still just there.
Yeah.
But no. He left and didn't want anyone to go with him, or you know.
Right. This is
To clear
something
his
I gotta
head.
do myself.
Yeah, but then no. The thing he has to do himself is lurk in the shadows until they need him.
Yeah. And then Metal Garurumon just glares Puppetmon to death.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of wild, and it's like, and that is having a knock-on effect on the episode. Like, it's a fun episode. But again, this really feels like Joe, Mimi, and Metal Edamon, and I guess Puppetmon, Pinocchimon, like that whole thing should have been this 2-parter. Taichi in the house and like Pinocchimon should have been the next episode or 2.
Yeah.
Then you lead into this.
Yeah, and I feel like
Just give the kids some breathing room rather than almost kind of sort of uniting them immediately after breaking them up.
yeah. And I feel like killing off Metal Edamon.
Yeah.
With his big silly, my Chrome Digizoid, how did you do this?
Yeah.
Because I also have Chrome Digizoid. Like, it was big and silly, and then his death is all like,
Yeah.
you know, I'll get you kids next time. And then you have a really serious death after that. I'm like, why'd you throw the 2? You could have made something bigger out of both of those deaths.
Yeah, the mood whiplash is kind of like...
Yeah.
Because also there's 3 deaths in this episode. 3. Like Metal Edamon, Pinocchimon, and Leomon.
Yeah.
And Metal Edamon's is pure comedy.
Yeah.
Pinocchimon's is like...
It's really sad, I have to say.
But it's
especially
almost...
when you know in the dub they just like, you have no friends again. Like, no wonder he's so bitter.
Hold on,
He has no friends, and everyone bullies him for having no friends. No wonder he turned into a dark master.
Yeah, but
Even the dark masters aren't his friends.
yeah. Like, Leomon's death is really sad. Metal Edamon's is played for laughs. And Pinocchimon's is somewhere in between.
It's like you pity him. Like, you know, he's probably better off dead, so no one will bully him anymore.
Let me see if I can find the dub clip.
We'll have to catch up with chat as well. We have it on pause there.
Right, let me get to the actual death. Oh, here we go.
There you go. Thrown in their friends. Like he was sitting in the shadows waiting to tell him.
Like just waiting in heaven, scowling down at him.
It wasn't even like
It's not even like a movie. It's not even like a friends. Like in
Yeah,
the
not
wind.
even like a kind of a like.
Okay, I forgot how blunt it was.
Yeah, like it's not even. I don't want to say said in a comforting kind of manner because
Yeah.
you know he's dying and he, you know, but no, it's just friends. Stadia, you have no friends. That was so terrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
I-
Yeah, it's literally like you have friends, you loser. All right, we have a lot of chat to catch up on.
Okay. Look, let's a wind o lightsaber Leomon out of 5.
Oh, it's tough. Like it's really sad with Leomon
Mm.
with all of that, and like finding out about the village. You know, the baby village is all gone, so they have to restore that, or they get nobody back. You know, that's all really emotional. But this episode feels like it's like a 2.
Yeah. I was gonna say like a
They
2.5.
stuffed, yeah,
But
like
it
they
suffers
stuffed,
with a lot of the previous episodes' issues.
yeah, they stuffed too much into it, and that made everything else. That made all the good parts worse
Yeah.
because then they were rushed. You know, I'm gonna give it a 2, unfortunately,
It's just a straight up 2. Okay.
which is terrible.
Because it is like there was a good episode in there.
Yeah, the problem is there's more than one episode in there.
Yeah. Favorite character?
Can I choose Top Cherrymon? Friends.
Like even like oh.
That's why I didn't press it. Oh.
I
Oh, that's incredible.
and it's
That's
such
one of those moments I'm okay with having the little bit of silence
it's-
film.
but it's even such a like
So mean.
but even Puppetmon's delivery, like in the Japanese version, like as like because he's being frozen to death,
Yeah.
the gears are slowing down and his voice is getting more.
It's like when your cassette tape is, or when your Walkman is running out of battery.
Yeah, his voice it's getting more deliberate.
Mm.
Where in the English version, he's just talking at his normal pace. Also, they can go friends.
Oh.
It's it's kind of just it's kind of insane how the English version is just so unhinged.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, the English version is just so unhinged
Like
compared
the
to the Japanese version.
The Japanese version was like you'll figure that out.
Yeah.
You know what they're talking
It trusts the audience.
about. Trust the audience to do it. The English version went, no, we have to tell them.
Let's do it in the most mean way we can.
Bully this child once more before he dies.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know.
I'm putting.
I guess.
I mean, not that it'll matter. They're both dead now. So.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I don't know my favorite character.
it is a weird episode for that.
Like
Do you give it to Leomon for sacrificing himself to save Mimi, or Zudomon for for the hammer bit? I'm trying to think what the hammer bit reminds me of. I can't even think of the show now. But there's a similar reveal in something else.
where someone hits someone with the thing they're made of.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I also can't remember what it is.
You know, like you give it to Leomon for like saving the day, or being, his death inspiring Mimi to kind of get back on the horse.
Well, it hasn't yet.
Well, Ogremon's like, let's go build an army, and she's like, okay. So there is that.
Ogremon, yeah, he could be a choice for favorite character as well.
Yeah, he was a good boy. Like he was very.
His crying face is hilarious, though.
Oh, his crying face is like, it's so sweet and so it's so sad.
But at the same time, it's hilarious because he can't close his mouth, so it still looks like he's smiling.
Yeah.
Because they think he's got a roar face, but when you change the expression of his eyes, his mouth is smiling. To the roar.
I honestly, this is a weird episode to like pick a favorite character for, because there are good choices, but it's almost like at the same time nobody stands out.
Yeah, because there's too much going on.
Yeah,
everyone's doing something.
Yeah, there's no real.
And 3 people are dying. Like it's. Oh, you don't even know.
Bombs are flying. 3 people are dying. Wait, no, bombs don't fly.
Mimi's crying.
Sorry, bombs don't fly until the next episode.
Kill those orders.
Yeah. To kill Digimon World's next order.
Leomon.
Leomon?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone will appreciate that. Vote.
You know what I wish?
I kind of like Joe at the end. Toilet paper won't fix this.
Yeah, all the things to say. Like I know why he said it, but that was a weird sentence to come out in that sad moment.
Such desperation. It's such, and I feel for Joe there, where it's like he's not properly a doctor yet, but this is the first honest step we've seen him take towards helping someone medically. Yeah. And now he's immediately stonewalled.
Yeah.
I kind of do love that about it. So
I think they just had to throw in something funny.
Oh, because
it was
they
sad.
had to break the tension
Yeah.
with something, yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely they had to break the tension.
Field stuff must be 2-ply. He's never had 3-ply before. Refused to use anything less.
Yeah, Meg is a 3-ply snob.
Oh yeah, what I was about to say there. When Edamon got the hole in his chest.
Yeah.
I kind of wish, not that the camera panned over to it because animation, but that you could see through him.
Oh yeah,
and like a death becomes her kind of, when she looks through her stomach. There could have been a bit of comedy there as well before he exploded.
Yeah,
he didn't explode. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna go with Metal Edamon. You know. All right. So, give me 1 second.
Oh.
So, I'm gonna catch up with the chat real quick, and then
I'm the motherfucking princess. Sorry.
What? Oh.
I'll be right back.
Anyway. So Alright, so let me catch up with what you guys are saying while Meg steps away, and then we'll get into the 3rd episode. We're not going to do a BRB today just because we got to be up early in the morning again. So it's been a very busy week IRL. But let's see. Okay, so we're back to Corviday's Mimi's fighting his bad phase. So that was kind of where we went off on this tangent from. So let me get caught up from there. Oh, Meg's back already.
Back already.
Cool.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna finish that up in the next episode. So, we're having these Cadbury dairy milk bars, and they're filled with Lotus Biscoff, and they are delightful. I want to get more tomorrow. They'll be nicer out in the fridge.
Ooh. Bread, and we put them on ice cream. Biscoff biscuit.
Is Biscoff ice cream a thing?
Probably.
If not, it should.
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing it anywhere.
No, not with the branding on it.
No, but surely like that kind of biscuit has to exist, right? Yeah. So, Lady Leomon, after Corviday's comment where we went off on our tangent, says that, and yet after all the other battles, they're choosing now the big one to either stomp off in a sulk or be like, I don't want to fight anymore. Maybe a human death would have gotten them moving.
Fortunately, the writers won't do that.
Yeah, you weren't getting that past the censors.
No.
It's okay for the Digimon to die. They're data. They can come back. Also, they're animals, which are less important than people, according to television networks. Double L says,
Double L.
I had the exact same issue with Henry or Jian Liang in Tamers. He kept having these no fighting, it's bad phases while they were being attacked. Like, dude, either make yourself useful or shove up. Okay, the difference with Henry is we were given backstory on why he felt that way. And then when he got over it, it never came up again. Like we saw him drive a Digimon insane by overloading it with power cards.
Yeah.
And that kind of put him off ever wanting to do battle.
Basically, Taichi overfeeding Agumon, getting a Skull Greymon. But
the
only difference there is he didn't realize it was alive at the time.
Yeah. So when that Gorillamon comes back, like comes through the void and like for vengeance, you know, he kind of has to learn to get over himself.
Yeah.
And then it never comes up again. But I appreciate they gave us backstory on why he felt that way.
Yeah, I think it happens more than once.
As opposed to Mimi's just absolute, like, just shutdown.
Yeah, which should have happened long ago.
For the kind
if she's that affected by it.
Yeah, for the kind of character this Mimi is versus her 2020 counterpart, this Mimi should have shut down a long time ago.
Yeah. Gotten over it.
What, like,
later.
Yeah. Like, Patamon died on them. Patamon died to save them. Completely unfazed.
Yeah.
Or if she was, it happened off screen and we never saw it. Possibly when Taichi got sent back to the real world for a day.
They all just kind of separated then, and
we never saw how Mimi went off and became a spoiled brat in a castle. She wasn't worried about death and disaster around her at all.
No.
So Corviday says they could have even had that happen in Devimon, or have them befriend the Digimon or a whole village, and Devimon wipes out their new friends trying to find the kids. I mean, that was technically what they tried to do with the primary village, or the village of beginnings. Like, evil Leo Meow and Ogremon were ready to just kill all the babies.
Yeah.
So, but something like the Pyokomon village or the Koromon village. I suppose that was more the Edamon arc, but still something along those lines.
Had all of those been
just something
killed instead of protected.
Just something be fodder. Let the kids lose and kind of realize, oh, this is actually serious. Yeah, I totally. I'd have been down for that. Might have been a bit too edgy for the target audience, but
But that's
I
where
wouldn't be opposed to it.
that's where you would do it.
Mm.
That's where you should do it.
Yeah.
If this kind of thing phases them like that badly, that they'll stop fighting altogether. It should have done that a long time.
Mm. As one says, the Dark Masters are megas, Mimi. It's like a Dark Souls battle at that point. Can you imagine? I know I keep going back to Togemon, and it's because Togemon is useless, right? No, but like, we need Togemon, said nobody ever.
Yeah.
Right? But could you imagine Togemon fight, like, fists up, ready to go, and just in front of her is Paimon, and there's a fucking health meter, and it's just Paimon, the keymaker, or you know, because like, he turns them into keychains later.
Yeah.
You know, I almost want to see that. I almost want to see Togemon versus Paimon as a Dark Souls boss. I don't hate that idea, Desmond. Maybe we could all get a fund together and get Reiko to draw it. Reiko's art for that kind of idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lady L says, I see your point. Not counting the Bakumon, no Digimon got deleted the entire season apart from Devimon. Yeah, because the first arc was just knocking gears out of them. There was no death at all.
Just making them not evil.
Yeah. Because for some reason everyone else can't be Mega. To be fair, it sounded better in the dub because it didn't sound like we need to run or we'll die. It was like, this is war, Mimi, and sometimes people get hurt, deal with it. Well, yeah, but the dub amplified Taichi's less than leadership level qualities.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it made him more of like less a general and more of a like a obnoxious 11-year-old. Which is probably just as valid. Like you wouldn't know what personality someone might think they'd respond one way to a thing, and then you put them in the situation and they completely 180.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. So I think both versions are valid. So that maybe the changes, if that like the dub version probably did a better job in that regard of making Taichi seem a bit more unreasonable.
Like a tyrant leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the Japanese version, it was more, no, we need to get out of the open air and hide. You know, grieving can wait, as opposed to, this is war!
Yeah.
You know. Chicka chicka bang bang! No, needle spray for you, Desmond. They did get knocked out by Scorpiomon. Does that count? Oh, Alamalakarimon? Yeah.
Did they get out?
Well, didn't they put them all to sleep? And they were going to burn them alive in the shack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Haven't changed their clothes in a week. Yeah.
Yeah. Corvide says, yeah, they should have shown the kids having trouble sleeping or being able to take short naps before having to... Just something to make them a bit more irritable.
Yeah.
Like small things.
Like it might be obvious to us, but like show it.
Yeah.
Because it's just
this is what
speculating rather than you telling us.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say, this is where show don't tell works a lot.
Mm.
And Digimon is part of Power Rangers because of the dub. I mean, it's all Toei property, so oh yeah, there is that in the original dub for War Game where Hikari goes in to bug Taichi at the computer. And he's like, she's going off to the birthday party.
Yeah.
He's like, what's that? And she's like, I got my friend the Pink Power Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
But they had to change that in the redub because Saban because Hasbro now owns the Power Ranger license. So you can't be referencing a property owned by another company now. So I think she just says something like, oh, I got my friend this incredible gift. I don't think it's specific. But let's see.
So the towns and villages where they could get supplies and safe places to rest frequently have Dark Master serve the area.
Hmm. Lady Leomon ordered the Kulumon plushie from
Yay!
U2's. Awesome. Yeah. Edamon. Where is my handsome man that defeated me? Yeah, that was stage play, Edamon. He does.
He kisses him on
Oh,
stage,
he does.
He, yeah?
Completely feels up and gropes Taichi.
Yeah.
Completely. Lady Leomon and Red Vegemon. Big payback time. Friends, you loser. A Twin Fang out of 5. Ogremon, the Digimon Kenny. That's one of the reasons I made him a good guy in the fanfiction. Ogremon. Yeah. Children are crying. Politicians are lying too. Cancer is killing. Mexico's spilling. All things have gone to hell, but how are you? I'm super! Thanks for asking. All things considered, I couldn't be better, I must say. I'm feeling super. Oh, someone fuck me. You ever seen the South Park movie?
I have, but I don't remember that.
Big Gay Al's song at the USO show.
Okay. Yeah. I've only seen that movie. So.
Oh,
I went off South Park for a good long while.
Oh, the movie doesn't age though. the movie is still good.
Love his 2 versions of Fang.
We haven't told Chad about how the coat of arms has a big lion boner.
No, we haven't. I'll have to drop it, but
I mean, it's a historical thing. You don't have to censor it. That part of it, yes.
Yeah, no, it's just art, so I'm just not going to pick up on that.
Yeah.
But
anyway, Princess Megmon. I wish Taichi and Sora would shack it up together. No, well, blame the writers. They chose Yamato for some reason. Haven't changed their clothes in weeks. Yeah, I think you mentioned that earlier.
Said already.
Yeah. Taichi, I need an adult. King Edamon. I am an adult. And so are you. I mean, he's... What age are they in Try? Like 17?
Yeah.
He's not necessarily an adult.
17-year-olds think they're adults. Here it is. Find the picture.
Blame Canada is still a bop. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. One more reason to be creeped out by Edamon, says Corvide. Just the photo gallery. It's just the non-Digimon photo gallery. Photos.
Photos.
Okay.
Yeah, what's YouTube gonna think of this?
Well, we're not gonna pull it up. We're not. I'm not. Do I pull it up on screen?
Yeah, do it now.
Oh boy. Okay, so our town's coat of arms. Just speaking of twin fangs. Giggity giggity goo. Wink wink. Nudge nudge. That I have open or we don't open. Okay. So
just put it up on screen and see if they notice.
okay. Okay. So, anyone notice?
Anyone notice anything weird in our coat of arms for the town we live in? I can never unsee it now.
Oh no, now that you've pointed it out, I can never unsee it.
Fish, yeah. A fish that looks like a duck.
Yuki says, looks normal to me.
Yeah, you can.
Nice.
Yeah, why? Why is it? Why does it have a human one?
What?
Also, what's it so excited about?
The original sketch artist clearly didn't study animal anatomy. But wow, this is weird.
Yeah, our town crest has a very erect line, and also the one on top is like humping the harp.
I don't think that's what it's meant to be doing, but
No, I think he's meant to be playing it with his tongue.
Yeah,
but
with the angle
you
of
zoom
it,
in
everything.
at the top of it. Try not to zoom in on the other. But it also looks like he has. That doesn't look like a tongue coming out of his mouth.
No,
that way.
It's not a snake either, but yeah, maybe from a certain perspective.
I don't know what's going on with my town.
Wait, how do you know that's not what it looks like? Yes.
Never
Right.
watched the Discovery Channel now.
Sweat babies.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but man.
All right. I wish I meant Meg saying it looks human. I mean,
It does.
it does.
Doesn't scream animal.
No.
It's...
Not surprising given how emaciated they made the lion look. They tried to do the regular heraldic lion anatomy, and the deep carving had side effects. I did too, but I always looked away at those parts. That's
so innocent.
That's so innocent, yeah. Right. Let's get into our final episode for today. Yes. Episode 48, Orders to Bomb, Mugendramon. So we are kicking off now in 3, 2, 1. Yep. Do. Oh gosh.
Charlie, I'm kind of racist.
No. It's a mascot. Nani go whoa 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 whoa. Whoa 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 whoa. Ashtana yotamo wakara nai. 1, 2, 3. Mugendai na yume no atoro. Okay. The monster is kicking in.
I think so.
I haven't had a monster in weeks because of Lent, and now because our mornings have just been so busy this week, I'm like, no, I need it for the show tonight. This podcast wasn't happening without the aid of Monster Energy.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored. Digimon Monster Energy. Digimonster Energy.
Don't tell that guy that tried to sue Monster.
Oh yeah.
He might come after Digimon next. Yeah, that bit. He should have been able to, he should have pulled his claw back out. And you should have been able to see his face through him. I think that would have been a cool shot.
Yeah. Taichi and his group defeated Pinocchio.
Did they? You said your name wrong. Where's our Digiwater? Taichi, why didn't you bring the cow ball?
To somewhere from anywhere. Oh, such a sad Tailmon.
Oh.
Do you not hear her coughing every other step, Taichi?
Mm. But it means all this time because she was homesick that day.
Yeah.
I don't do energy drinks or coffee, but I'll have a soda in the morning if I need to wake up fast. Yeah. If I have my cup of tea loaded with sugar.
Kojo's just like, oh, so she gets her stubbornness from you.
Mm. Even the hair.
Isn't that just Castelia City from Pokemon Black and White?
Aw. I went to the Arc de Triomphe and it was covered in scaffolding.
Same.
Because we went the same year,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Oh, his hair! Holy crap! How much hair should Taichi have? Yes. Xenoblade X houses?
Hmm?
That house looked like it's from houses from New LA and
Yeah.
Xenoblade X. And that's empty. I mean, why would the digital world have human medicine?
Yeah.
Oh my god, his hair is stupidly big. His hair is off model.
Look, he doesn't have his hair straightener with him, okay?
It's dry shampoo.
Mm-mm.
I mean, how much product do you think goes into his hair to keep it? Like, his hair is how people draw Taichi from memory big.
Mm.
It's like, oh yeah, I remember he had like big, he just had big hair.
Mm. Koshiro's hair is sad in this episode.
TARDIS? He's using Tentomon as a desk.
Yes. Aw. Agumon is just a strange mannequin of himself there.
Drugstore.
You two are next to each other. You don't both need to shout that.
No.
What's their name again?
Tankmon.
Was Tankman?
Unless you meant the Hagurumon.
No, I know him.
Okay. Oh hey, it's Megadramon and no, not Megidramon.
Mm-hmm.
The other one.
Digimon with arms? Oh.
Phone line!
His father is a doctor, therefore he knows his drugs.
How would this episode work in 2020, where Koshiro's laptop is just continuously wireless? Like, if you were to apply the logic of this episode to the sensibilities of the 2020 version, how would this work?
You connect to Wi-Fi?
I guess maybe, yeah, it would just. That seems to be always connected to Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Except that one time he wasn't. So it would have to be interrupted in this town and then connect to whatever.
Yeah. Digimon Hospital.
I know those are metal cutouts on their chest.
Yeah,
Looks like it says "ee."
it does.
Suppose it sounded like it just went "ee ee ee."
Do you think they're Daleks in there or Krangs?
Oh, Daleks.
That's fair.
Random squids.
Yeah. That 90s oh. Oh, I thought they were gonna do the thing, you know, where old anime used to do, where it's like the animation would speed up, and then you get a thing of a tunnel, and it would cut back, and the animation would get faster, and it goes back to the tunnel, and then it would get faster again.
Yeah.
Actually, your pockets are big. Your pants pockets are big enough. Stash it in your pockets and run. Twinkle beam.
Yeah, even if the bottle doesn't fit, empty the bottle into your pocket.
Yeah, surely it's just pills, right?
Yeah.
This bottle's gonna be destroyed. Oh no, he still has it. Okay. I was like, I was waiting for the bottle to be destroyed.
Nemolta and Nemoli. Okay. I mean, move back, Taichi. They'll see your hair. Calm him down by reminding him what's important.
B12? You're about to sink the kid's battleship.
Jotunheim? Is that what that's it?
I think so.
This music continuing is making this seem like it's going to be a dark evolution. That was so slow.
Yeah. What do you mean?
What is your hand doing?
I don't know.
Your hand does some weird stuff.
Oh, it's because I'm holding my phone with both hands. It looks.
Yeah.
It looks sus.
Does look sus.
Okay.
Monsters live in a nest.
Oh, you remember you were asking about Daramon and Floramon?
Mm.
We must have blinked and missed it because Puppetmon pulled out a Magnum and killed them.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was cut from the dub version, but in the original, Bubba pulls out a magnum and kills them.
Okay, we need to skip back and look at that. Not now, obviously.
Adios.
More stock footage. Why didn't you just do this a minute ago?
Oh, wow. Braveheart just started, like, halfway through. That's weird. I love that Agumon and Tentomon, like, react to human death, like, properly and not just, did you come back, sure?
Hmm.
Oh,
Then what? Second grade? What's second grade?
second class.
Second class.
Yeah.
Wait, that would make him 8 there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Tucker.
Aw.
That would make him 4 there.
Don't call the Digimon home stupid.
Mhm.
Oh, look, Agumon's tears.
Aw.
Oh, no.
I think they tried to put the tear on Tentomon, but it just looks like a sweat drop because it's in the middle of his forehead.
Koshiro is using a VPN.
Mhm.
Imagine deceiving Mugendramon with a fucking VPN. Kotro just looks into the camera, and now for this episode, sponsored NordVPN.
Surfshark.
Surfshark.
And Surfshark is actually like a shark Digimon.
Oh, isn't one of Pulsemon's evolutions a shark?
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's a hammerhead shark.
Yeah. Oh, okay, they're just in Notre Dame.
Yeah, there's a Divemon. That's the one.
No, it really grinds my gears. Notre Dame.
Plan Z.
We're the execution, huh? Oh, to execute the plan. Not the children.
Well, Plan Z sounds very, destroy everything. Anyway.
Oh, that out of context was hilarious. They're just standing there and there's like all this white stuff on the wall and the ground and they're shooting everywhere.
Gigadramon, that's the one. Gigadramon and Gigadramon.
Which one did I say was Seadramon with arms?
Yes.
Was it Gigadramon?
Both.
Or was it Mugendramon?
No, it was those.
Yeah. Surely you can't be serious.
I'm always serious. Don't call me Shirley. That tail is long.
Yeah, I feel like he's much longer than he is normally.
Oh yeah.
I heard it just as the sentence finished.
You dirty fucker.
Oh, I just don't like that spinning.
Okay, just another random appearance by him.
Mm-hmm. Why does he look like he's caused mischief?
Yeah.
Little cursed tail man.
Uh-oh. Don't run into the building that he can collapse on you.
Mm.
Also, he's a Dramon. Use War Greymon, damn it.
And they're dead.
Oh yeah, no, for real. No, dead.
Why are they falling? They were on the ground floor.
Plot convenience. They're falling underground. Because he just shot into the doorway.
Yeah.
In which case, like, there should be nothing left of them to fall.
Mm.
Sure, let the
Yeah, it hit the ground, but not the people standing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let the building be swallowed underground, sure, but no, they're dead. They are
They're
gone.
dead.
They are non-existent.
The way
Non-existent.
the way they really should have done that is that the angels whipped them out of there before it collapsed.
Yeah.
They're
Well, because
100
Hikari's having anime sickness, Tailmon can't evolve.
Mm.
In which case,
But
I'm
she
like,
can't evolve when she's in danger.
I guess she has to be conscious for the evolution to work.
She is.
I don't know. I'm not.
And that's where we're leaving it. I'll
Yeah.
fall down a hole.
That's it.
Maybe they'll find their
So
spirit.
until next Wednesday, where we do episodes 49, 50, and 51.
Mm.
So I need to double check actually just on that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to double check the Liberator release dates. Because there is a part of me that's like, we're so close. Just push it.
Mm-hmm.
And then catch up on Liberator.
Yeah, I think we should finish this first.
Yeah, and then go back to Liberator.
Yeah. Were they walking in the Jamiroquai video there? Like,
How does that work? Numamon had... how do the shackles around Numamon's eyes work?
How do they hold them there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hikari basically goes God mode, doesn't she? Yeah. Goodbye, Numamon.
Yay!
Meg's favorite episode.
Yay! Goodbye, Numamon. Hope you all get salted to death.
The next part is April 24th. So that's 13 part 2, is it? Because I'm guessing 13 part 1 released today. So we'll get... Yeah, actually, you know what? Well, I'm on call the week of the 23rd anyway. So if we finish Adventure 99 on the 30th,
Yeah.
and then on the 7th, while we're still doing 2020, we go back to Liberator.
Yeah.
And then we're only splitting our time between Liberator and the end of 2020.
Yeah, and you can do a Cyber Sleuth stream that week. No, you can't, Charles.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the 4th, sorry.
The 4th, yeah.
Yeah, because I
Well,
won't be here.
Yeah, the 4th you're going to be away.
Yeah.
So
You can just do more Cyber Sleuth.
yeah, just do more Cyber Sleuth until you come back, and then we can... Cool. A novel chapter next time. What? What? There's more novel coming already? I feel like we just had novel. I suppose they're going to need something to transition the novel cast into season 2. Also, we got to introduce Aris's sister. So I guess it makes sense, but I feel like we just had novel. That's why we're so far behind on the anime as it is, because we just got caught up with Liberator and comic. Interesting. Well, either way.
Oh, novel characters in the comic. Chapter of the comic with novel people in it.
Oh, cool. Okay, so maybe we will finally get to meet Aris's sister. That'll be fun. But yeah,
That'll really tie the cast together then.
yeah. But I do feel like we should just push through the last 6 episodes. Obviously not tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't mean like right now, but I do feel like we should push through the next 6 episodes before we and then go back to Liberator.
Yeah, we can do Liberator side by side with 20.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be doing like, hold on. Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing like chapter part 1, wait 2 weeks, chapter part 2, but we might be able to take a day where actually the weeks where we have that gap, I mean, the columns could only get us so far.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we gotta work. Oh yes, we gotta work that out. Maybe column and then like an hour of Cyber Sleuth just to
get through the game.
Just to get through the game and kind of push on it with that before Time Stranger.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm digging it.
Yeah, we're coming together.
It is wild. The fact that we only have 6 episodes of 99 left is just mind-boggling. In its own respect.
What?
And then
40 minutes?
Yeah, about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, for Wargame, you want to watch the new dub.
Oh, I know. I feel like we should watch it in Japanese first.
Okay.
But if that's the only thing in the episode,
Yeah.
we can watch that and then
Watch the new dub of it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You will have to find out what's a samey joke though. I don't know.
You don't know
that
the
well.
jokes. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's not like I made a whole video on the jokes.
Yeah, I know. But
Well, no, I did. I had to cut that up as well because copyright.
Yeah.
There was one particular scene that I actually had to just cut out wholesale because the video got blocked. Similar to that podcast episode that got blocked.
Yeah.
I just had to cut the scene wholesale. But we'll talk about that more when we get to Wargame.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to watch those videos until
I still have to do the one for Hurricane Touchdown. I've just been waiting on having time to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Again.
What?
It's longer.
Oh,
again.
that's like a proper movie.
Yeah.
but like the dub version is trimmed down because
Yeah.
there's a whole plot line just
The whole plot line disappears, yeah.
Yeah, the whole plot line just gets yeeted out of it.
Wasn't that important anyway.
Yeah, I guess
forgot
not.
it existed.
Yeah. Right. So orders to bomb. Mugendramon. Score?
Wasn't great either.
I think it's a. I would give it a 3.5.
I'd give it a 3.
Okay.
It was fine.
Like I give it a 3.5 because basically for like the backstory stuff. Because we're actually learning about these characters and we're learning about their lives, and it gives us some insight into like why Taichi acts the way he does.
Yeah. And why he's freaking holding Koshiro up by the scruff.
Yeah.
Like,
you know,
if I don't get back there, she's gonna die.
you know, I do like that the use of technology in the episode. That Koshiro is just so, ooh, land port, internet connection. I can find stuff out. Not
realizing
he's on the enemy's network
Yeah.
effectively, or that it could be traced back to him.
Yeah, like you're plugging in to them. That means they're plugging into you.
Yeah. You know, and then Koshiro just bringing up the idea of like, oh, I'll use a VPN.
Yeah.
That'll stop Mugendramon. It didn't. But I like that he tried.
It did obscure where they were for however long.
Like, he found them in the end, so...
Yeah.
But, like, I appreciate the attempt. I always like when in a show that is about, like, digital monsters and computers and computer networks
Yeah, it's
and all
based
that.
around the internet.
Yeah, I do like when technology is used.
Yeah, and it is always fun when technology backfires on Koshiro because he's so good at technology.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. So I think the episode has a lot of good going for it. Taichi's hair.
He was caught up in the wind. Remember that video we watched the other day of the ginger girl straightening her hair?
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened in reverse. His hair was nice and styled, and because he'd been back home, and you know it's all nice and styled still, and his whatever gel he uses, what they got to be glue, you know, that held his hair in place.
And then one ride
Until
on Kabuterimon's back.
One ride up in the sky like that just undid it all.
So what you were seeing after riding after the ride on Kabuterimon's back was just Taichi's hair in like full effect.
Yeah.
In full unkemptness.
It's like in Friends when Monica's, you know, when they get to the humidity in her hair, it's like an afro. I like that Mugendramon has a personality.
Yeah.
It is just robot and
it's robot army general. Like,
yeah.
But it's better than him, because the way they made him feel like back in episode 40, been 8 episodes already, was just robot. Like
I don't think he talked.
No, he was just, you know, he was the silent one or whatever. So I wasn't expecting a whole lot from him. Like if he was silent for the most part in this, I would not have been like
I wouldn't have been surprised.
No, I wouldn't have been surprised, but it also would have made more sense. It's not that he's talkative in the dub, but he's he's memorable. You know. So but I also but again, the dub likes filling in silence on things. So like if the dub made him a bit more talkative because the original version is just glare and you know, bark orders, I wouldn't have been shocked at that either, you know?
Yeah. He does feel like an evil general. He doesn't just feel like a robot going execute the order.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like he genuinely wants to murder them.
What's his name? What's the general in FF7 that works for Shinra? The Jeremy Beadle looking fella.
Jeremy Beadle looking fella. Oh my god.
Heidegger?
I think that's it, yeah.
It's kind of like him.
Yeah.
You know, execute the plan, kill your target, consequences be damned. Just fulfill the mission kind of thing. Yeah,
Destroy the
Heidegger.
town if you have to.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah, Heidegger. That's the
like
one.
if there were casualties, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, this loses points from me because of the building fell on top of them. No, it didn't. They're falling down a hole.
Yeah.
That bothered me.
Like, even if he shot into the doorway of the building, he exploded the floor and it didn't hurt them. They're just
falling. The floor went from under them without it didn't hit them at all.
Yeah.
There's a whole building falling on top of them, so there should be, you know, like in movies where like everything is falling and
Like there should be furniture and like just bricks and
just
bits of
chunks
wood.
of corners of building and everything falling on top. They're just floating in a bubble, essentially.
It's almost like they're falling into Vademon space.
Yeah, they're not, or into
the void, like.
Yeah, or that bit in Alice in Wonderland, you know. Like they're falling and they're scared, but like there should be a whole building falling with them.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
No. Favorite character?
I don't know.
I need to be right back.
Oh,
So you occupy chat this time.
I occupy chat. Hi, chat.
I won't be long. I just need to step away for a quick momento.
Okay.
Chat with you, and if you want to put in your like favorite character while I'm out,
Hmm.
by all means, feel free to do so.
I can sit in the good chair for a minute.
Yeah, go
My back.
ahead.
Or I can put you back on and control you.
No, please don't do that. I don't consent.
Oh. Hold on 1 second. I think I sent that message through, Desmond. Sorry about that. The fortress in 2020 also belonged to Machine on. Oh, I'm not sure. Giga Cannon is too strong. Next favorite episode is where we cry more. Who's crying? Who's crying for Numamon? Come on. Yeah, my favorite character. I mean, Mugendramon was like exactly what I expected. Big and scary and explodey. Goshiro with the VPN was kind of good. Used his brain, finally. Finally, I mean, instead of plugging back into the wall again. Ooh, this chapter teases a new Digimon? Interesting. We're not going to get to see it for ages. Who else was there? Angemon just showed up. Just in the nick of time. Agumon annoyed me by only going to Greymon instead of evolving further and causing me to watch two lots of stock footage. So he's not getting favorite. I don't know. Do you guys have a favorite character in this? Might just give it to Mugendramon. He's, like I say, he's got actual personality. There's not much of it, but he does have it compared to when I normally see him. Like, he's exactly what I expected, but he feels like there's I don't want to say there's a person in there, but you know what I mean? He feels like a villain instead of a robot. Would a Breakdramon fit in this episode? Which one is Breakdramon again? Oh. Oh. There we go. Sorry, I'm forgetting how to computer here. Break. Oh wow. Yeah, no, I forgot about him. I think he might have been a bit too big to be going around the city. I feel like he would be. Is he bigger than Mugendramon? Than Mugendramon? Those characters are the ones with the least personality. Well, if that was true, then all of 2020 would be incredible. But he just felt like, because normally he's just a big block of scary and bombs. But this time he felt like he actually genuinely wanted to murder, not just was ordered to murder. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense, but and I mean he fired to kill. Always like when the villain tries to kill the children, like directly. His fault they magically fell down a hole. Yeah, oh yeah. So I think can I there we go. Computer doesn't like me. Ooh, what did I do? Yeah, I give it to him. Like Taichi was all over the place in this episode because Hikari's sick. So I'm not really gonna give it to him. Ready to attack his friends. He's turning into Yamato. Yeah, I think Breakdramon, I feel like he'd be a bit too big for this episode. I feel like he's bigger than Mugendramon. He gives vibes like he is anyway. Hmm. There a way? Breakdramon versus. Ooh. Ooh, someone did a sketch uh of Breakdramon fighting Machinedramon. Taichi was a real human with conflicted emotions who wanted to be a good big brother. I vote him. That's fair. But he's the one who's constantly telling people, get over it, we're in war. So, I don't know. Where is Taichi? I'll give you that. There he is. Oh, it's because I'm pressing C. I'm crouching. That's what it is. I'm wondering why I was jumping. What? Did that not work? We'll see. Wait, there we go. Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. Just gonna. No? Why is that part not showing? No, that's me. Huh. It doesn't want to capture the. I'll put it back to that for a second, but it doesn't want to capture the window. Oh, is it because it's. It's because it's minimized, isn't it? No? There we go. I was just searching to see which of them was bigger. And that's what came up. Which is a pretty cool sketch. But I guess I'm right, from this person's perspective anyway, that... Oh, where's chat gone? 4 megs! But, yeah, I guess I'm right. The Breakdramon is bigger than Mugendramon, so that's probably why he can't be in that episode, because he can't be bigger than the big boss. But he'd fit in, like, ordering the little Tankdram... Are they Tankdramon or just Tankmon? But those guys, he'd fit in, uh, ordering them around. I think they're kind of the same color as well. But this is a pretty cool sketch. Um, so... Ooh. Oh, oh, got rid of it. Take that down and put the scores back up. There we go. Breakdramon was in Cross Wars, yes. Meg jumped for herself. Yippee! Oh, why did that make it go away? Nope, wrong one. There we go. Becky has only seen 102 Tamers and some of Ghost Game and some of 2020. Ah! I shall have to lend you all my DVDs, so. Giga Breakdramon was also in Cross Hunters. Young Hunters, no? Jump that can kill chat. The rest don't exist. Hey, you watch Savers. Savers is great. Its rusted fossilized head is in 2020. Oh. Oh. I hear Discord. Oh, I better undo that. Oh, there's stuff in the Liberator thread. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to rank this now. So maybe I'll just do that. Nope. Ah, crap. I know what I did there. I love that it was just freaking massive. Like, really sets the tone that mega levels are just kaiju in 2020. Yeah. First scores, and there's my scores. So, I have 2 3s to pick tonight. Lot of other 3s to go through. Oh, okay. Let's see. So, Metal Edamon's counterattack. That's okay. I'm gonna really have to think about this and remember which episode is which anyway, so this will take a little while. So, the return of Edamon. Better than, oh, is it better than Angemon Awakens? Is it better than Garurumon? Adventure, Patamon and I. Like, I want to put it to the top because Metal Edamon, but at the same time, not an entirely great episode. Ooh, okay. Let me pop back over to this one. Set sail to a new continent is... Oh, just after Angemon Awakens? Okay. So it's the one before we get to Edamon. Then... So Adventure Patamon and I, that's... Is that where they'd been separated? Maybe not. Okay, Ghost AJ. Oh, that's the Village of Beginnings, right? Tugavora Lekmon, yeah. Then Angemon Awakens. Okay. Mm, I'll put it here. Here, Angemon Awakens. Um. Oh, window light, oh, Saber Leomon. Two. So what are my twos? Papa Quartzmon for the savior of the Village of Beginnings. Bonds of Fate, Tailmon. Red Hot Birdramon. You're my friend! We're Garurumon. Castle of Darkness. Crush, Atler, Kabuterimon. Two great mega evolutions. The Wild Sea King. Nope. Not what I meant to do. Oh, I'm also meant to check what number that episode was. Bonds of Fate, Tailmon 34. Oh, it's Herman episode. Okay. Okay. Red Hot Birdramon was all the way back here, right? Yeah. They took down Meramon. Yeah, they shot fire at the fire. So I'm gonna put it here. And then orders to bomb. Mugendramon. Back up to the trees. I feel like it's definitely better than the Metal Edamon episode, unfortunately. I don't know. Also don't think it's better than these, maybe. Maybe. Uh, I keep looking at Metal Edamon going, but that had a Metal Edamon. He was great. But he's just in a mishmash of an episode. I'll just put it. Yeah, and the ending kind of killed it. Messenger of Darkness. Okay, that's the Ogreman, Leomon, Devimon. Yeah. Hmm. I'll just put it above Metal Edamon. There we go. 48 and 46 are together. And 47, I've lost, no, there it is. That's down here. Almost the top of the twos, but not quite. So, now we're stuck because it's AJ's turn. So, so. Do you guys agree where I put those? Or do you think maybe they were better than the episodes I put them underneath? Oh! I don't even know if Chad can hear that.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Did I do good?
You did very good. I'm proud of you. Head pats for Meg.
Yay.
I did very good. Say thank you, Meg.
Thank you, Meg.
Not you. Oh. Okay. Now you've scored up your episodes and all.
Yeah.
See? Desmond says thank you, Meg.
Hey.
We'll put that on a shirt. Thank you, Meg.
More than the chocolate while you scrub your episodes.
Ghost AJ is here. Ghost AJ is back from the dead. Kinda, sorta.
Don't die.
Oh, I'm trying hard not to, but my body might be saying otherwise, so.
It's hitting like the monster and the C4.
Or the hot and spicy crisps.
And we haven't had chocolate in a long.
No. Lent has done wonders, but also destroyed my body. I'm introducing elements back into it that, I shouldn't really for like another week, but
We needed energy.
yeah. I will try to do better tomorrow. Alright, let's see. Edamon's counterattack, baby. Oh, well, I did say it was a 3, but it is a low 3. Oh, if you feel me.
I put it my 3's there, it's at the top there. So I put it under Angel Mon.
Oh, okay.
Kind of in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's better than these two. So I'll put it under the Clash of the Megas, or the Ultimate Clash, or whatever you want to call that episode.
Remember liked it. It's the difficult thing.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Why did I give you a 3? What happened?
2.5. Yeah, and it's probably the best of the 2.5s, so that's actually quite easy.
Mm.
And now 3.5. Oh, okay. Oh, never better than that one.
No.
I'll put it above Digimon stealing all. I'll put it above that, yeah.
I still put it on. The ending has irked me. Than any...
I get that. No, I do. I do. I get that.
Did you like the? Did you
I
see
just
the
like
drawing?
I just liked how human this episode was.
Hmm. And I get what you're saying about Taichi as well, but he also...
Yeah, I get that. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
The drawing of the Mugendramon, the Breakdramon fighting.
Yeah.
It's fucking, that was badass.
I was just trying to see if there was any kind of comparison to which one was bigger. I assumed it was Breakdramon either way,
Yeah.
but I was just curious, and that drawing came up, and I was like, okay, you validated what I thought, so.
And that's everything scored. It has not affected our bottom 5. And
hasn't got anywhere close to
hasn't
the top.
and yeah, nowhere close to the top. So also no episode of 2020 has, or no episode of 99 has broken the scale.
No.
Unless you count this.
Broken it the wrong way, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, half a star, like if we're scoring out of 5 stars, half a star is still a score.
Mm.
So it's still legitimate.
Yeah, like if it got an actual 0, that's breaking it.
It's just no score. So with 6 episodes to go, the show overall is 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Which is, that's actually very commendable for like the first outing of like the store of the anime. Like ever. Like if you're looking at it like this is the first anime that ever went out to the public.
Yeah. Everyone's first interaction with
Yeah.
Yeah.
It being a 3.5 out of 5 is
That's pretty
very
good,
it's
yeah.
it's quite commendable.
Bunny's currently on
2.5 or something.
5, is it?
Yeah, I can pull the scoreboard for 2. For because I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh no, 3.2.
3.2. Okay.
Not too far behind.
Yeah, but we still have all these episodes.
Yeah, we
to
have
go.
see, that's what's gonna skew it. Question mark? Not skew, but you know what I mean.
Blururumon.
Yeah. Who's that Digimon? I can get any responses on Blue Sky for that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Blue Sky's Digimon community.
Non-interactive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some really cool art, a lot of furry stuff. I mean, power to them, whatever makes them happy. Not for me, but whatever makes them happy. As long as you're not hurting anyone, do what you want. But otherwise, no. At least on Twitter, like good or bad, you'll get something back.
Yeah.
Like bad interaction is still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Still better than
I
nothing.
tried to make a game out of it and only posted the first bit.
Yeah.
I posted the 2 of them on Discord. Hoping someone would at least come back and go, what the fuck?
But I actually did what you suggested before.
Oh?
All of these.
Oh, they're all in.
They're all like they're all the but yeah.
They're all typed in white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I go back in, all I have to do is just change the font color.
Mm.
And I did the same thing on this one.
Oh, they're there.
They're in there, yeah. So so if I do this, our next 3 episodes. Goodbye, Numamon. A woman's fight, Lady Devimon,
Woman's fight.
and the bear from hell,
The bear from hell.
Paimon.
Paimon.
Those are our next 3 episodes.
You have to say goodbye to Numamon and hello to Lady Devimon.
Yep.
Yay!
Oh yeah, the girl fight. Yeah, and then we're on break for a week, and when we come back, then it's the final 3 episodes.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Cat fight, literally, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Taichi in this episode, like I understand why you gave him favorite character,
Uh-huh.
but he was more. I feel like he was more concerned with his feelings about what was going on than actually getting the medicine back to her.
Well, he's dealing with trauma. You know, his mom
Yeah.
slapped the shit out of him the last time
Did
she
she
got
slap him
sick.
in the dub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't show it, but you see the swing, and then he's holding his cheek.
Yeah.
Or you hear it. You
Yeah.
don't see it. You hear the clatter, and then he's holding his cheek. So they left it
But
in, but they
jeez,
edited
Mom.
around it.
You left the 8-year-old minding the 4-year-old.
Yeah, what did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, you can't leave a child minding a child. That's not how that works. My parents did it too, but still. Not if my sister was genuinely ill and needed an adult.
Yeah,
It's one of the only times I don't like his mother.
Oh yeah, no, it is one of those. It's one of those moments where like the fandom, I think, collectively went, "Now screw her."
Yeah.
You know, for that reason.
I know it's shock and it happens. Like I saw a mother, the child started walking out on the road to cross the road before the green guy came
Yeah.
up, and she grabbed the daughter and out of panic slapped her in the face. Like, why did you do that? And sometimes it just happens. It's not a
Well, he'll never do it again. And clearly, like,
clearly it's affected him. Yeah.
yeah. So like that's it's trauma in its own way, because he's had to go through her nearly dying once already.
And feeling like it's his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not that I want to play a certain card. You'll know where I'm going with this. As someone who has almost watched their sibling die in front of them,
Mm.
I feel
Yeah.
it. I relate to it.
Yeah.
You know? You know exactly what I mean. You know. So yeah, it's not a good, like, it's not a good feeling, and especially in his situation where it is, for all the good intentions in the world, 8-year-old him had thinking, "Oh, she's able to sit up and watch telly. She's not in bed anymore. She
Mm.
must be feeling better."
And then her not saying, "No, Taichi, I'm too sick."
Yeah,
How is he
because she's
really
a people
supposed to know?
pleaser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is he supposed to know?
Exactly.
Because he is just baby.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. He is also just still a baby. I think we can close off the scoreboard.
Save.
I did.
Okay.
I already did.
I'm sure, so we're not
Of course.
repeating. And repeating. Can
Yeah, that will never happen again.
you imagine you forgot the score? And for some reason we had to actually go back and watch them.
Well, no, I just go back.
I
to
know
the
we
end
could
of
just
this.
watch, but that's what I mean. Imagine it happened that way. Why is that folder not?
I don't know.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Okay, that was weird.
I relate the other way. I was the sibling that almost died from sickness.
Oof.
Says Stack.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's rough. Well, look, let's get into your comments, and then I don't think there's anything. Is there?
Greater.
I love the cover for this week's one.
Hmm.
That's fun. We'll pull that up in a sec. And then the new Digimon that was cool.
Well, you can go.
Oh
Even
yeah.
though everyone's seen it, but it's not been on screen.
Yeah, we've no new memes this week, so this will be a very quick extracurricular segment.
Good, we need.
Yeah, I know, right?
Why do we keep ending up at 4:45 when we need to be up at 7:30?
After tomorrow, it won't. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so those are 2020. Oh, we covered those ones. Those are just from the 2020 episode we just had. So we'll come back to those on Sunday. Here we are.
Did save some of them.
So Desmond left a comment saying it's a puppet pummel of Wednesdays. AJ has protagonist look from the copyright bots. I thought it was the end of the Code Crown with that one.
Oh.
Nah, you won't take us down that easy. Like I'll
if
I'll
it
move
didn't-
everything over to Patreon if I have to.
But even if it was a copyright strike, it would only be 1 out of 3 that you need to close down anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been the end.
Yeah, but our streaming privileges get limited
Yeah.
while you have a strike. We actually would have to probably stream over in Twitch and then port the VOD over later.
Yeah.
So anyway, Puppetmon is a child mega, but yeah, they're dangerous, like a child with a weapon. But Yamato's villain arc is the most emo part of this. Poor Cherrymon, Puppetmon plucked his cherry good.
Why does that sound so dirty?
Because the intent is there. That's why do you gotta word it like that? Why you gotta word it like that? And Desmond left Justin. Sorry, Desmond. Still reading Desmond's name down here. Justin left a comment.
Read it.
Yeah, we're finally here. One of the most iconic episodes is here, where the rivalry finally cracks, and wants to where the rival finally cracks and wants to take on the leader, main protagonist. And all it took was a talking tree known as Jureimon. Which, fun fact, his name comes from the Japanese word jure, which can be translated as sacred tree. So even now, when Gabumon is saying to Yamato that he'll be with him until the end, even if he has to make his friends his enemies, I do think that it shows the strong bond between Yamato and Gabumon that has been built up over the course of time. But I also think that being a good friend could be telling that you care for when they're about to do something stupid.
The one you care for.
Yeah, the one telling the one you care for when they're about to do something stupid.
Yeah.
Taichi and Yamato fought before, but not like this. And Metal Garurumon was serious, telling Agumon to warp evolve into War Greymon so he can fight him at his best. This is no different from how in Naruto, we're getting Naruto lore,
Ooh.
when Sasuke wanted to fight Naruto when he realized that Naruto may have surpassed him, but Kakashi stopped the fight, which I'm happy to be wrong. AJ, is that another trope where when you have two rivals getting to go too far and getting ready to finish things, you have someone or something? Yeah, oh yeah, because
Someone has to stop them,
someone has to
they
stop
can't
it.
kill each other.
Well, they can't kill each other, but you can't give the audience a definitive winner. Because especially with something like Naruto, I feel now I'm speaking off the cuff here, just based on the comment in front of me here, but I feel like Naruto has been running so long now that like both of those characters have heavily invested fan bases, and you don't want to piss off the other fan base by saying you don't want to piss off the Sasuke fan base by saying that the protagonist is the better one because protagonist powers.
Mm.
And then you can't, and then you don't want to piss off the Naruto fans by saying no, the rival is actually better.
Yeah.
Like you're
It's kind of like in wrestling when they don't want either of the two big guys to lose
yeah,
because obviously it makes one of them look weak, so they add a third person to the match to take the fall.
yeah, or the thing just turns into a schmoz and it stops for ref stoppage.
Yeah.
You know,
There's nothing that brings either of them down at that point.
Yeah,
Because if they go, oh well, he's stronger, it's like, well, what's the point of the next match then?
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, at which point my logic is always, well, why book the fucking match? But
Yeah.
you know, you got to tell your stories somehow. But like, anime writing and professional wrestling have a lot in common, and sometimes the writing is just stupid in both. But it's just about not making the other person look weak. So that's yeah. But I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else.
Read everything else. You read Ali's comment from that.
Liberator, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Liberator, kinda sorta, Yami sent my birthday present over the other day. So it is in transit. And it is looking to be a full Violet deck.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah, so
Nice.
super looking forward to having this super very good card set at my disposal. And then whenever we return to Liberator, we will get to these comments from Ali.
Yeah.
Or maybe before we disappear for a week, we might just do it if we're not back at, because
Yeah.
if we're not doing Liberator until after 99,
Yeah.
maybe it'll give us content. maybe we'll leave them alone. Card subject to change and all of that. So yeah, that's everything. Yeah, we'll show off Meg's Blue meme again. And
I was gonna make another one, but it would be too similar. Marking and eyes.
Mugendramon. I feel like a lot of Digimon get those, like those marks are also kind of Angoramon-ish. But the Mugendramon plot thread is still going. Like that hasn't been resolved as of the end of chapter 12, so you never know. Yeah, it could be an evolution. Guess we'll see.
Where they all merge together into a giant.
Who knows? Right. So let me.
Meg meme. Yes, Meg meme.
There we go.
I got so confused it would not find it. And it's because it was minimized.
So, who's that Digimon? Da-da-dun. It's Garurumon? Dun dun. Yuki did post this earlier in the day, though.
Yeah.
Hello, Jellymon from Digimon Ghost Game. Hello, Devimon from Digimon Adventure.
Just being a creeper coming through the door.
Yeah.
Through the wall.
Also, was it? No, okay. It's something else I'm thinking. I saw a meme. I think it was a meme. Unsure now. But I saw something of like Jellymon holding a Koshiro body pillow. A Kiyoshiro.
Kiyoshiro, not Koshiro, yeah.
Body pillow. I thought it was funny. If I see it again, I'll post it.
Oh, show off that underwear.
Oh, the robot one?
Yeah, that was sick.
Look at that.
Is she meant to be that one that you were putting back together in the other game?
Are you thinking of 13 Sentinels?
No.
Oh, because that's where my mind went. You know, when you in one of the, without giving the like I 13 Sentinels is however many years old now, but
Mm,
I still think if you've any interest in it, you should go into it as blind as
mm.
possible. But there is an element of it where a robot lady is hanging like on a pole or
Mm.
like on a operating table or something in a
Yeah.
lab, and that was the vibe I was getting from this.
Yeah, it's something similar. You were like rebuilding her, and she was the theater,
Theater.
like shape, wherever she was. The last couple of games you played.
Yakuza and Dot Hack.
No. To rebuild a person?
No.
No, because I didn't watch you play that.
And we only streamed it once.
Yeah.
And it was awful because our internet connection is god awful, and trying to stream an online game and
Is Sensuality the one with the big elevator?
no
What's that?
big elevators.
No, when you get to the end of a level.
Stellar Blade?
No. Color Blade?
Are you thinking of Enya?
Am I thinking of her? Is she a robot that you have to rebuild?
I do not trust Google image search on this one, but as long as I don't go into image search, chat, avert your eyes.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of her?
Yeah,
Yeah, a Stellar Blade.
look, she's on a stage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You have to rebuild her.
She starts off
She starts
off
off
like
with
that.
just bits, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what
put
I'm
her back-
thinking of.
You put her back together.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I got. Back to the Andrew woman for a sec. Oh, I thought she had her hand up there as well. No, never mind.
What I think is really interesting about this is that even the breastplate is robotic.
Yeah. It's
It's
not, yeah, like you have to clip the bit back onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, for some reason on this side, it also looks like Tailmon's glove.
Yeah, it's got claws.
Which now I'm just like, is that what happens to Tailmon's gloves? Do they just become the Anjuwama? Or
She grabs her boobs and they melt onto it as a bra.
Tailmon's gloves just become like a bra or a breastplate for Anjuwamon?
9 had to rebuild the mannequin.
Oh, Science Boy! No,
Science Boy.
I don't
yeah.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's what Meg meant. I think it is
Science Angel.
I think it is Enya from Stellar
Yeah,
Blade.
that's Enya I was thinking of. As soon as I saw the background.
Cute little art of Future from Elysian. Yuki posted this. Yeah. You haven't met this one yet, so
It's got so many eyes. I hate it.
yeah.
Stab.
So and then here
Ooh.
have Medusamon cuteness.
Yeah.
Look at this one with the cigar,
That's a good
and this one then with like the party blower.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's hilarious. Why is he so shocked?
I don't know. This one's shocked, but it's got an arrow. I'm not quite sure where
Yeah.
its eyes are going.
Is he
This one's in
shocked
love.
because that one is licking the other one's head?
Oh, maybe. Like this one's in love, maybe because it's getting its head licked. This one's Fuecoco.
He's looking at the other one going, wow, you're so cool because you smoke.
Yeah. But look, this one's just Fuecoco.
That one there's going for the titty.
This one?
Yeah. But her arm is in the way.
Is this one looking at the underboob? Is that what the arrow's going? The underboob here. Is that what that's for? But yeah, that is.
This implies that all the snakes get crushes on each other.
What a weird polyamorous relationship.
Hey, James.
Hey, James, welcome in.
Into withdrawals for Beat Break?
Oh.
Not yet.
No, because we still have the end of Adventure, the end of 2020, and all of 02 to get through. Not to mention Try and Kizuna.
Yeah, like it looks cool, but I'm like, no, you'll have to wait.
Yeah, like we've enough to keep us going till October, so there's no withdrawals yet. We're not
lick, 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 lick.
yeah.
Lots of snake
But
puns.
looking forward to it. But the withdrawal, but since we still have so much to cover, that time will fly by.
Yeah.
It'll be October before we know it.
Do we have more Digimon comic? No, they're finished, aren't they?
May.
May. Okay.
Because February was the last one,
Yes.
which is incredulous because I feel like that was last. I feel like it doesn't feel like we're nearly halfway through April.
Yeah.
So it feels like, oh, we just did comic. Oh no, there's more comic soon. So
Tell me that. Go to another stupid wedding
yeah, in another country.
in another country.
I don't have to go.
Stupid family obligations.
I don't have to go. I'm happy.
Get to go to a sunny country for 2 days.
Free gaff.
And Meg's away the AJ will play.
Party at AJ's.
Like you're not going to lock yourself in here and play Cyber Sleuth.
No. Lock myself in here and play Xenoblade. Alrighty, I think that is everything. It has crossed the threshold of 4 a.m. So I think that is as good a place for us to finish up for today.
Yeah. Bedtime.
Yeah, we will be back here on YouTube on Sunday with Digimon
excuse
Adventure 2020, 46, 47, and 48.
Mhm.
Although, if you're interested in seeing us sooner, we will be over on Twitch, twitch.tv/justarmyvt, starting Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies.
Yeah.
So we will be starting that on Friday. So if you want to come and hang out with us for that, you are more than welcome. Again, it's twitch.tv/justarmyvt.
Just MI.
Guys, thank you all so much for joining in today. We hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the episodes, or at least our commentary on the episodes.
All of our fun.
All of our fun and all of our banter and shenanigans. Enjoy the rest of your week ahead if we don't see you. And look forward to Sunday. So thank you very
Tweeters.
much.
Not Tweeter.
Twitch. Not tweet. Twitch. Yeah. Take care of yourselves. Hey, it's my birthday soon. Maybe buy a shirt.
Yeah. Get a membership.
Or, yeah. Help me afford the Nintendo Switch 2. Shit's expensive. 720 quid in the hole I'm gonna be. So birthday.
That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts. But like,
You're all nuts for paying that for a new phone.
I know. But no, for realsies.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you very much for being here. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday. And until then, bye for now. Ta-ra. So
Love
long.
you.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Lomlat. Say goodbye, Meg.
Goodbye, Meg.
Oh. One
Hello?
last thing.
Oh.
One last thing. Friends.